Yeah, no.
Oh, it's another Ice Cube.
The Ice Cube did make it look like it.
Doubled up on the Ice Cubes. The thing is the first episode of Double Ice Cubes, low key.
Yo, double up. We were down. They couldn't stop us, you know what I'm saying?
But now we here.
Now
the team's in full effect.
Yes.
No injuries. No COVID protocol.
Yo, welcome back.
End of the day.
Everyone clears. It is the EOD podcast. It is your boy, Sin Supreme.
Sin exclusive.
Yes, sir. It's your boy T.
T will exclusive.
And me, Kristen Elizabeth.
The Queen.
Thank ya.
Gang. Welcome back for a brand new episode. Thank you. If you're new and you don't know what's going on, it's the EOD podcast. Gang.
Yeah, and if you didn't know, my computer was really fighting it.
Right after the episode.
Yeah.
So it made
literally,
it all the way.
I imported all of our footage. I exported the audio, had everything ready to go. And then, you know what I'm saying, I was working hard and my computer battery was running low. So I was like, 5%, let me plug it in. It's not charging. I'm like, okay. Maybe it's the port acting up. Let me switch the port. Boom, put in port 2. I'm like, that was not working. That's weird, right?
Ain't taking nothing.
And my battery's getting lower and lower. 3%.
Computer's like, yo,
2%.
bro, charge me, bro.
Deadass,
plug it in.
It didn't even hit 1, and then it was just gone. And then I was like,
you watched it die?
Yeah. I was there with the cord too. I was plugging it in. I was like, come on.
T will exclusive.
You can make it through. And long story short, it just went out. I was like, damn. Took it back to the Apple store. They said I needed a whole new shit. Like the whole bottom was just fucked up. Like apparently like fried my motherboard for I don't know how.
What did they replace last time?
There was no water damage. They didn't replace anything last time. They said that the cord was disconnected and they reconnected it and it was free of charge. I was like, okay, bet. And then I was running it for like 3 weeks and
it was more than just some cord being disconnected.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It
seemed fine though. Everything was fine until that night. And then, yeah. I want to shout out Apple though because they definitely hooked me up.
Shout out with the people who fucked them over to begin with.
I mean, no one. I think I fucked myself over when I didn't get Apple Care. That was a hard lesson for me. I'm like, okay, next time.
Barely a hard lesson. You didn't have to pay for this.
That's the thing. Because
shout out Apple though.
It fell apart. You didn't get Apple Care because of how you take care of your items, right? That's pretty much why.
Yeah, I was like, honestly, this is my baby. I'm gonna treat it good. Like, it's all.
The average person who gets Apple Care or thinks to definitely get something, they probably. I feel like personally, there's someone. I don't know. I don't have data to back this up, but I feel like, you know, in my own opinion, those people are usually someone who go through that experience, it being their fault, and is like, yo, I always break my shit. I always drop my shit. Let me get Apple Care. Just in case, because they're telling me it's with Apple Care, you look at that shit, they replace it for pretty much whatever fucking reason. Like,
yeah,
you can even lose your shit with Apple Care and they'll give you a
that's the
brainer.
whole point is that like what I learned not to cut you off, my bad about that.
Come on,
but nah, that's one thing I'm working on. But no, going back to Apple Care, I just think that I should have got it from the jump because like anything can go wrong, you know. Like I wasn't expecting this shit. It wasn't even year 2. My computer's like just suddenly not charging. Like,
but what went wrong wasn't because of how you.
I have no idea.
It wasn't because it wasn't. Do you remember dropping it in any way? Have you ever dropped it in any serious way where you were like, oh shit, like.
They even looked at it and they were like, we don't see any damage. Like there's no physical water damage. Like.
Exactly.
We don't know what, and I was just like, now, technology shouldn't do this.
Do you feel like that this is something that's common with you as far as like how you take care of your things? All the old tech you have, is it all in relatively good or perfect mint condition?
Yeah, I have like Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo. I got all the old school.
What about your portable stuff? Your old cell phones.
I have
and
like
things
only
that.
broken cell phones. The screens are.
Yeah, my old
holes.
cell phones are. Yeah, when you're a kid, bro, you don't know how to take care of shit.
Okay.
Yeah, like I
Okay.
was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had a Nextel. That thing withstanded anything.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Those were kind of like meant to be treated like that. They were like little hockey pucks, low key.
Little hockey puck. That shit was like a rock.
Yeah, dude, like legit.
The little chirp feature.
I think it was like intended and meant and expected to be treated the way that those phones got treated. You know what I'm
Did
saying?
you have a Nextel?
Yeah, like a chirp shit?
Yeah.
Yo, yeah. I had every type of like,
Kristen,
for the most
did you have
part.
one? A chirp phone?
No, I never had one.
The only thing I never got, as far as like I was just too young for, was like a two-way pager, like the Nextel type shit.
No, that was my dad had one for sure, but
Yeah.
not me.
I never had those. That was the only thing I never had. But other than that, like I had Nokia shit. I had Nextel shit. I had what was the other thing? The fucking Sidekick. Yeah. Had then I went to the like smartphone era type shit.
I always wanted a Sidekick.
Started with an iPhone. I had the first iPhone 1. Last iPhone I had before I got this shit was the 4, the sound shit.
That was my first iPhone.
Yeah, no,
the
so
4S.
I rocked with iPhones before, but Android just won me over. But now I'm back just for business purposes. But.
We gotta all admit though that the one flop I think Apple had, correct me if I'm wrong, is the iPod Shuffle.
What do you mean as far as what? You didn't like it?
I just thought the idea of it was kind of weird. Like you
can't
just have
pick the song.
a huge library of music and it just shuffles.
My dad still uses an iPod Shuffle. Like has to buy them frequently off eBay because the batteries aren't interchangeable and so they die. He doesn't he has his set music that he creates a playlist for. He doesn't want to pick music when he goes to the gym. He just wants to put the playlist on. It's mad small.
I wonder if those those Apple Shuffles, like, you know how on your phone, do you ever feel like if you put it on shuffle, it doesn't really shuffle? Like it shuffles through like maybe the first like
when I play
specific albums or something.
Hold on, when you play like your whole library?
I do that sometimes. Like just push songs and like shuffle.
On your library.
I would do it
Yeah.
for maybe an album, but not. I don't think the whole.
I think I only I shuffle playlists or albums. I never honestly have ever just like went through my library and just started listening.
I'm gonna try that.
So
I'm gonna try that
from
too.
my
Yeah.
perspective though,
that's interesting.
I feel like every time I do that, I always am getting like the same certain amount of songs or certain like
That is totally
like H out
expected.
always comes on.
That is mad expected.
And so I wonder if the one that your dad is using, if that's like a better operation because it's not necessarily
because it's a whole machine.
It has
type.
like so much
It's a
algorithm.
whole- there's no. Oh yeah, the iPod Shuffle definitely is not. Or I don't know. Is
I
it
feel like I would wonder if it would have less.
I'm talking about the little square one.
Yeah.
the little square.
Yeah,
box.
he still uses. He has if you go to my dad's office, there's a bunch of them all over his dad. Like,
See,
'cause
It's so funny.
I like the idea of the compact design, and I think that your dad's a G for wanting the compact design. But I would say now in 2021, like he would probably fuck with the Apple Watch if he got the You can get the service on it, so you can actually use it as like.
he doesn't use Apple phones. My dad is like was originally the techiest nigga I knew, and then became the like lowest tech nigga in the world. As like technology grew, he just totally stayed in his era and did not grow further than that for some reason. It's so weird.
Do you think there'll ever be a time in your life where you?
No,
just
he's
like-
the one who got me into it.
No, but like where you see tech going somewhere and you're just like, you know what, this is
Is
actually
when it gets weird.
too much for me.
When it's like, yo, am I like when niggas is fucking robots? Like that's when I'm like,
or when
all
they
right.
have something that can read your mind, a helmet. that
Oh,
can read
speak
your
of the
mind.
devil. I mean, yeah. For people who don't know, there is this helmet that these creators are. I read the whole article. These dudes are making this. Well, all right. So here's the issue with it. So these guys are making this, or they already created it. It's but they created a handful of them. They're about £1 each. It reads neurons and membranes in your brain and connections in your brain or whatever, and it kind of predicts your thoughts. And the guys that made it, their intent was positive in the sense that it'll help people with trauma get over things, deal with things maybe help you relax more because you're able to take the thoughts and put them into actual, maybe understandable context.
Like you can visibly see like the neurotransmitters that are damaged.
Exactly. Also help people deal with like mental issues of like insomnia or like, you know, or things that in the brain are like brain focused, like diseases in the brain, and kind of predict diseases in the brain that you may have just because of your brain. That's so everything they said is positive, of course.
That's pretty crazy.
But at the same time, at the very end of the article, they're like, this is all the intention. And then they were just asking for a boatload of money, which I understand it probably does need funding. But
and you want paid well for your incredible invention. I'm watching this show called Human on Netflix, and it talks a lot about like the brain and our electric system. And then it has like all these different episodes.
Yeah, I think them asking for a boatload of money means that they're not like Elon Musk can make the Tesla exactly what he wants because he's rich. These guys, and because they need money, I think means that they'll have to compromise in ways that would make this product not what they want it to be.
I'm reading the article right now, or just this post about it, and they're saying also too, the mechanics behind previously metaphysical experiences such as meditation and psychedelic trips, like they'll be able to like analyze that.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. Sounds like it would be super sick.
But this just makes me think that if we're seeing an article about this on Business Week, like they for sure have been using this in the military for mad long.
Well, they said the technology has been around for years. This is just the first time someone's like taken it all together, put it all together, and like used it like the way they're using it. So
this makes me kind of think like, what doors does this open? Like, if you have a criminal, can you just put this on him and
read his mind and see if he did the crime?
Shit.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? You think that would be legal? Like, or not legal? Do you feel like it's right to do that? Like,
I mean, it sounds right in my head, right? You put the pieces together.
But then what if you're innocent?
But then, like, where's the line drawn?
Well, no, if you are innocent, then you're good because it would show that you didn't do the crime.
Yeah, so I guess there's really no reason that you don't want to do it if you're innocent.
What if they like?
Yeah, that's true. We're posing that question to you people. Would you be cool with? Do you think it's right to just put a machine on someone's head and it could tell if they did the crime or not because it literally could read their mind? That sounds like an episode of Black Mirror, no lie.
But what if let me play devil's advocate here. What if someone like implanted or made like,
that sounds like the episode itself. Like, that sounds like the episode of Black Mirror. The dude didn't do the crime, but he got
like he thinks he does
because the dude like injected him with or like the way. I think personally it would happen in a way like a person would do it in a way that you would witness it and you would be there, and when it read your mind, it would essentially make.
I wonder how close it can get to.
Have you seen Minority Report?
Yeah, it'd be Minority Report level.
That shit was crazy.
Because that was sick though when he walks into the room. If you haven't seen Minority Report, it's a crazy ass movie about being able to predict the future, and so they use it to stop crime and in this one town. And yeah, it's a crazy ass storyline how they make a dude who is behind it look like he did a crime. You know, like that shit was crazy how it came together.
That movie's sick, actually.
Really cool movie.
One of Tom Cruise's better movies, I think.
What do you mean one of his better movies? I think he has a pretty good catalog of good movies.
I would say Mission Impossible 1 through 3, hard.
Honestly, but here's the thing. It's not a series I look at when it's like released, same way Fast and Furious is released.
Have you seen every Fast and Furious?
I have, but when they're released, I'm like, oh God, another Fast and the Furious. When the Mission Impossible is released, I'm low-key kind of amped. Granted, I know it's not like, might not be as good as the first ones you retain, but I'm usually always like, yo, this movie's gonna be pretty fire.
Yeah, which they are.
Which they usually are pretty solid.
But like, how many more years does Tom Cruise have left where he can do like Mission Impossible level type stuff?
As long as people will pay for it. That's something that he probably is written into his budget, on his day-to-day budget, dog.
Quite personally, I'd rather watch than Daniel Craig.
I think what he'll do...
That's his name, right? 007?
007 dude, yes. I think what he'll do is eventually hand it off and just direct him. Because it's his. He owns the franchise. So...
Does he?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe he owns a franchise.
That's hard.
So I think what he'll eventually do is just
Round of applause for
round of applause to Tyler
Oh
Cruz.
wait, do I have a round of applause?
Yeah, we're doing. I feel like he would realize what you're saying and just like find a replacement. Might be his son, might be whoever, tied into the family or close to this, the scene, and just flip it over. Let that dude take over, and he'll just direct him because he pretty much, dude, he does all of his own stunts in them.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's fucking crazy when you look at, and the budget is crazy because it always makes bank, similar to the Fast and the Furious. Are you guys gonna see Fast and Furious, by the way?
Yeah.
Kristen looks like she's down.
No,
If he says yes,
she's with
I'm
it.
saying yes.
So I'm
She
down.
needs to catch up though. And I've
To what?
The series.
By seeing what? Which one didn't you see? Did you see the first one? Mm-hmm. Did you see the second one?
Bro, after
Did
the first one, it's a wrap.
Hold on. Did you see the first one?
That's it.
Yes.
Then
that's
you're
it.
good. You're good. You'll understand. Just know now.
No, bro. The
Yeah,
series
you-
has gone so many
Nah,
directions.
if you've seen the first one and you're seeing the ninth one, you'll understand. It's cool.
That's not true.
I swear to God, you'll watch it and you'll be like, all right, I pretty much got it.
Dude, they were looking for that one girl for mad long.
And the
Vin
the last
Diesel's
one-
like sister or whatever.
I thought it was his girl. I think it's
Or
his
his
girl.
girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see what was the last one you seen? Do you remember?
The first one.
I think
I've seen it a few times.
I'm gonna keep it real. I think we should use this as a social experiment right now. We should rewatch the first one with Kristen so it's fresh in her mind.
Okay.
And then go see the ninth one and see
And then I'll have to watch all the ones in the middle.
see if she can put it together in her head.
Damn, that's a lot to put together from 1 to 9.
I'm pretty good at this.
No.
Let's try.
So watch the first one, watch the ninth one, see if she can map out how it transitioned to the ninth one, and then still watch the whole series and see how right or wrong she is.
Okay.
I feel like Tokyo Drift was like a
Don't even, because that one is the most randomest fucking one.
But I'm already biased
It was just like
because
a-
now
it
I
was
know we're
more
going to be
like a
looking for
spin-off.
someone for a few movies.
What was that?
I said now I know that we're going to be looking for somebody for 3 movies.
Yeah.
To be honest, bro.
100%.
To be honest, I think that Tokyo Drift could have possibly have been.
A better spinoff,
No, it was a great spinoff.
or a better series to
But
run
I'm
with.
saying what if that was them rolling the dice? I'm sure maybe they weren't expecting that
We
to
need to
do
find out.
as good as it did. You know?
We need to find out how that, because I wonder what it was about Tokyo Drift that was so
because it was really different from the rest
of them. But I wonder what it was. Could they not get the original people you know what I'm saying? Were they trying to go in that direction?
Weren't there a few original characters?
The only
though?
people who showed up was Vin at the very end.
Well, Han is also
He's in the
he's
other
not an original, but he's in the other movies.
other ones, but Vin Diesel showed up at the very end. Thing wasn't in the movie at all. They had no other original Tyrese.
Yeah.
So I wonder, were they thinking yo, let's go
I think that movie probably did better than they were expecting.
maybe Lifetime?
That movie is iconic, bro.
Tokyo Drift is fire.
Yeah.
Every Fast and Furious is good in their own way and also horrible in their own way.
The
It's a
350
cheesy series. It's
the 350Z?
This guy's drag racing.
Nah.
Even though there's more
Drifting.
to it, the drifting is involved, but in the original, there's just drag. They weren't really drifting too much. They were just-
It
the main
evolves
thing-
so much from the original.
I know.
It's so crazy.
I want to see the new one. But all right, here's the thing. So I went to the 4D movie theater to watch Saw. Nah, that wasn't the movie to see in this. This is the movie to see in 4D.
Before
Let's
you
go to
continue,
4D.
that Saw movie, my nigga, was absolutely trash.
T-Will
What was that
exclusive.
about it? What was trash about it?
Everything.
Everything, bro.
Nah.
That movie was
The
fucking
acting
bad.
was horrible.
What do you mean the acting was horrible?
I was really hyped to see
Who was
it
acting
too.
other than Chris Rock and
Chris Rock did okay.
he was pretty funny. I'm not.
Dude,
gonna
there
lie.
No, he was definitely funny.
He was funny.
Those parts hit, but
Yeah,
some
that
of
one
it
was
was
pretty
hard
funny.
to believe.
hard to believe. It's a Saw movie. What are you talking about? What did you believe at all of it?
Kristen, I don't know what you're saying when saying it's hard to believe.
It's hard. Oh, okay, I'm very picky. If I'm watching a movie and I don't feel like this is really what's happening, I'm not
Saw!
in the movie. I'm
What are you talking
watching
about?
the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, some people
Christian's
are-
right in that.
Some people are stressed out. I'm not criticizing all the acting on all the Saw movies. I've never said like, oh, their acting's incredible.
No,
I'm just saying it's hard for me.
I thought it was pretty good.
And then the lady actor, she was getting on my damn nerves. The like,
Which one?
Oh,
her acting was
she
so
was making
horrible.
I'm not really looking at Saw for like magnificent acting because the movie, most of the cast is probably.
I know, but like I couldn't even like watch it. Like I was like, this is like, ugh. But what was the scary movie we did watch recently that ended horribly?
Oh, you didn't like it. It was damn.
They Come Knocking.
They Come
Legitimately
Knocking.
the
Yeah, you got
scariest
that.
shit ever.
I see that.
I was so scared for the whole movie.
Is that in the theater?
Crumbled at the
I
end.
think it was Amazon Prime.
Who knows?
Some streaming. You gotta look it up though.
They Come Knocking.
Yeah. It was
What
just
was the
like
premise?
I'm telling you, bro. I picked some banger movies though. It was good from the beginning, but the ending was really trash.
What was the premise?
Kids. Like it's like Hills Have Eyes energy meets like Children of the Corn.
Are they killing people though? Are they like actually murdering people?
Nobody ever dies, but
Oh, it's one of those.
Do they
Kristen,
die?
why are you saying the whole movie?
No, I'm okay with. I just want to know the premise. Like, what is the type of scary
No, somebody
movie?
No, someone
definitely
dies.
dies.
She's tripping.
Nah, and it's in scary movies. I don't think you can really ruin it like that at this point in 2021. Every kind of movie has been done in that sense.
because it's a ride.
Yeah.
That was definitely a wild
Did y'all
ride.
watch the zombie movie? The on Netflix. What is it called? The Walking Dead. No, not The Walking Dead. The Dawn of the Dead sequel or prequel.
No.
What's it called? That Zack Snyder directed.
Oh shit. Is it good?
It's well shot. I'll say that for anyone who's like into film.
Definitely me.
Yeah, it's a beautiful fucking movie.
Damn. You gotta give me the name. I'm gonna write it down.
Army of the Dead. So yeah, Zack Snyder directed Dawn of the Dead, which is an amazing movie. I don't know if you've ever seen Dawn of the Dead. It's the one that was in the mall, Vin Rames.
Didn't we talk about this recently?
We might have talked about this recently, like the movie coming out.
No, I think you told me it was your favorite.
Dawn of the Dead? Yes, definitely my favorite zombie. I don't know if you fuck with zombie movies like that. Or like
I definitely
any of them.
do.
Yeah.
I like end of the world movies.
End of the world movie. So like 2012.
My favorite end of the world movie of all time is definitely Day After Tomorrow.
Day After Tomorrow when it snows in the
Yeah.
north.
Yeah.
Bruh.
That one's pretty good. I haven't seen it in a long time. I gotta rewatch it.
It's still pretty good.
Because I remember they shot. Was they in Boston for some of that? I feel like they were.
Maybe.
It was. I remember in the north. It all
Number
got
2,
fucked up.
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend. I think I just know for a fact I'm gonna like it better than Day After Tomorrow because I just like I Am Legend.
Oh wait.
I Am Legend's fire.
Then I'll put War of the Worlds third.
War of the Worlds is up there. War of the Worlds is very up there.
That was a great movie.
I wasn't
Did you like Signs?
Signs, but you thought that was like that wasn't like world ending. Signs was good though.
It was. No, it wasn't.
You didn't think it was good at all?
No, I was thinking like world ending.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It wasn't really world ending. After figuring out water was what beat the aliens, nigga. Like that. Talk about bad endings, nigga.
He
Talk
looked at the water
bad
bottle.
endings.
He was like, water.
Water.
It gives us life, but it kills them.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Have you seen that, Kristen?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
You've never seen Signs with
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson?
Mel Gibson.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
And then whoever directed it was like a Zach. Was it the
M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan dude? I think it was M. Night
it?
Shyamalan.
Yeah.
Remember he was on a run. What happened to that nigga? M. Night Shyamalan. He was on an ill run.
What was his last movie? Do we know?
I think he did the last Airbender and it was trash and niggas never saw him again.
Wait, hold on. I'm looking it up. He did Unbreakable.
That shit was fire.
The Village, Glass.
Village was okay. Glass.
Yeah.
Glass was this like it's with
He did Stuart Little.
he did Stuart Little.
That's wild.
That's
What?
pretty wild. Yeah, and then I think he did Avatar, The Last Airbender. And
I'm not seeing that. I do see, however, The Sixth Sense, Lady in the Water. Oh, he did After Earth.
After Earth? Which one was that?
The Will Smith and Jaden.
That one wasn't horrible. It just wasn't as good as it could. Like, the premise of that movie was pretty solid.
I've never seen it. Have you seen it?
Oh, you never seen it?
No.
You never watched After Earth?
It looked pretty bad, so I just...
No, you didn't. I mean, nah. See, that's the thing. With actors like that, you gotta always give them the benefit of the doubt and just.
Bro, it got 11% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I don't trust Rotten Tomatoes. The people on Rotten Tomatoes aren't me. Me and them aren't. That's not me. Rotten Tomatoes is not.
What about audience?
Just in general, Rotten Tomato never really.
Audience was 36%.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's probably not gonna be very. I'll check it out. I
think because honestly the reason why that movie caught that hate is because people don't fuck with Jaden like that. They hate on this nigga.
Well, his acting's not that good.
That's the issue. Is that
Karate Kid was hard. Karate Kid was hard.
I think niggas,
okay, and that's fine. He can have a great performance.
I think niggas just hate on him, and so that movie caught a lot of hate because the movie's mostly. I think people were expecting a Will Smith movie, and because when the ship crashes, he's fucked up. Jaden has to do, and he's talking to him through the headset. Jaden has to do a lot of the shit, and he had to carry that movie, and he wasn't ready. He just wasn't ready. He was a young kid, and to carry that movie as much as he did, Karate Kid, Jackie Chan was there, like holding it down for a lot of that movie as well. Like he was like a main dude.
I feel that.
And in that movie, like that needed low key someone who he got that role. Look, come on, let's keep it real. Why he got that role? It's Will Smith and his son doing a movie together. Like, you know why he got that role.
Do you think that Jaden's gonna keep acting?
I don't know, but I think now he probably possesses, the strength to do a role like that. But obviously, it would skew a little differently as far as age. They probably wanted a little kid to be in that role.
I don't think he's much of an actor anymore.
I don't think so either. Yeah. But like, just in general, he just wasn't. When you watch that movie, you're like, all right, I understand the movie and the premise of the movie is pretty good. It's just you did want a better, stronger kid in that role.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because what that kid goes through in that movie, like, and what he has to do to fucking save the day, it was fucking crazy. I was like, oh shit, this is kind of crazy. And the tech in it and shit like that, and the world they land on and shit.
We might watch it one.
No, I say
one day when we have.
If you ain't gotta pay for it, it's definitely worth the watch.
Oh yeah, but if I have to hit Prime and
what, pay for it?
Yeah,
then
we're good.
It should be free somewhere. If it's not,
probably on YouTube.
Yeah, if it's not free somewhere, fuck that shit. Download it.
Oh my god! Did you guys see people putting air tags on their dogs?
That's a good side. I think that's a good idea.
That's a genius idea.
I'm sure people probably were doing that with the other ones, the tile.
Because husbands are going to be doing that to their wives.
It's genius because
they do that already. Oh, they put it in your purse. So watch it. Go.
Yeah, but it's
into the thick of it.
Yeah. There was that TikToker. There's a famous TikToker who she found a tile randomly in her purse.
That's fucking crazy. Yo, that's some stalker shit. Like to just drop a fucking tag in someone's shit. Or like someone that wants to hit a lick, they just drop it in.
Okay.
They know where you live.
Loki, that is like a very real thing that we should all be looking out for. Yo. Especially me as a woman.
That is crazy. Because it update through like the airwaves of Apple. So like if someone has a phone, it can transmit, right?
Yeah, but that's the thing that I don't know if Tile does this, and I don't like the way Apple is like fucked over Tile. But in the end of the day, all right, Apple's AirTags. If you are walking around with, let's say, I've dropped one in your bag or in your pocket, and you're walking around with it.
If someone has an iPhone, it'll pick up the signal from their phone. It doesn't even have to be your phone.
But here's the thing.
It's crazy.
If an AirTag is following you and it is not connected to you, it'll send you a notification to your iPhone and let you know, like, hey, there's an AirTag following you.
Oh,
is this yours? So the only reason I didn't want to mention that is because it's a sick ass feature, and low-key Apple stole this like AirTags from Tile, which they promoted just a year ago, and now they're like, all right, see you niggas later.
But
we're taking your market.
See, if you had an Android, you wouldn't know if someone was stalking you, Sim, because you wouldn't get the iPhone notification.
Damn, that's crazy. That's
I wouldn't use a Tile though. What was that?
That's pretty incredible.
What?
That you could find out if there's an AirTag following you.
Only if you have an iPhone.
But that's only because it's an Apple product.
Yeah, but like that doesn't mean shit. Like you could. That means that if someone has an Android phone, then they don't have that protection.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
Yeah, that's not. I don't think that's a positive thing. I think that's a fucked up thing.
Can we blame Apple for that?
I would blame Apple for that because they make the product.
What if everybody has an Apple tag though, and like your neighbors have Apple tags, and like your neighbor works in your neighborhood?
It's just notifying you. So if that's the case, if you're like, let's say you have an Apple tag and I don't, and we're walking through the park, I would
probably have names on them.
I would just get the notification like, hey, this Apple tag is following you from this person, and I'd be like, oh no, this is my girlfriend. We're walking through the park.
And you don't ever have to charge this thing?
It's a battery that you replace like every 2 years or some shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like ridiculous amount of time. The battery lasts dumb long. It's pretty much a watch battery, and it just pops right off, and you just put it on. I mean, I don't personally need one for anything, even though I just lost my wallet. You can't even fit it in your wallet.
I'm sure the Apple will come out with a wallet. Or
that's what I would need. If I had something like that, I would need like a card size. Like I would need like a card size, something like that. That's what I would need. That's the only reason I would want to have one is like to fit it in my wallet.
I like the dog chain idea though. Because
dog chain is super smart.
Dude, literally one of my neighbors lost their dog and they were like distraught. Their whole family was literally camped out in front of my house for like 3 days. Like I would just come home and they would just be sitting in their Tesla.
Because they had heard that it had been seen in the neighborhood.
They're like, yeah, we used to walk this path, so we're just like waiting to see if she'll walk by. I was like, damn. They had signs on like every corner, bro. Like neon.
They never found a dog.
I don't know. The signs are still up. But like I was just literally once I heard this, I was like, damn. I wish they would. I almost want to like find them and tell them like, put these air tags on your dog's collars.
I mean, there's the phone numbers out there we could call.
Yeah, but you don't even know. You don't want to even call them. You call them. You tell them that like, hey.
No, because maybe he didn't even.
I know you already lost your dog, but
in the future, don't lose the next one.
I work for Dog Prevention Incorporated, and I just wanted to give you a call.
Yo.
T-Will exclusive.
That's funny.
My God.
Nah, air tags and fucking tiles. Buy a tile, don't buy it.
Technology's crazy, man. But I'm down for the ride. Let's do it.
What else is going on? Oh yeah, fucking
Yo, let's talk this Subway mystery meat. What's going on with the fucking tuna?
I don't know.
The tuna's allegedly not real. I'm so glad I never ate a tuna sandwich from Subway because
I'm just particular with my tuna. So like I don't
know how you could eat a tuna sandwich from Subway. That's disgusting.
I mean, as far as
that shit always look like slop.
I mean, but tuna's a sloppy food. So like
the way they display it though is
not
wild.
The greatest.
They have like an ice cream scooper and they slap it on your sandwich.
The comments I've seen from people who I don't necessarily look up to or respect, but just I know who exists. You know, like celebrities. There were so many blue checks under that post that were saying how much they have eaten that sandwich. That
what?
It's dark.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was like, wow, a lot of y'all niggas do fuck with the tuna sandwich. I didn't realize that because I've never eaten a tuna sandwich from Subway.
Never.
Yeah.
Never even crossed my mind.
I mean, just in general, seafood things tend to be something I try to, I don't know why, I just try to stay away from in fast food just because, like, the ocean is just, fresh ocean shit is usually kind of expensive. And I know fresh, like, cow shit is, and cow meat is also semi-expensive, but also at the same time, it's not. Like, cows are just an easier acceptable, I feel like, maybe that's my own ignorance and I'm just, like, bugging it. It's all my own rationalization.
Certain fish have mercury in it, or a lot of fish do. But, like...
this ain't even fish, bro.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. I'm like, yo, what are y'all eating then?
I feel like this is like
some roaches or some shit.
I feel like this is the transformation I seen from Panda Express doing crab ragoon to cream cheese ragoon.
I'm dead. They're like, yo, we can't afford this no more.
Do you know what I'm talking about? They used to call it they used to call those little things crab ragoon back in the day.
The little.
Like,
yeah, I know exactly.
Wonton type of things. Right. Now they call them like cream cheese ragoon because they couldn't like the amount of
this ain't it.
Yeah, the amount of crab they were putting in kept going so low that they could not call it actual crab ragoon.
They had a meeting. They're like, guys,
we can't call these crab.
This ain't crab.
Yeah, this ain't crab. This is like 1% crab and all cream cheese. It's like 0.5.
That's crazy.
Yo, that's so funny.
I mean, we've seen it before. McDonald's used to have literally paste chicken nuggets. Remember the videos of the purple paste?
Yeah, but I looked up. I don't know. That's the thing. I looked up recently because I was like, yo, that bugged me the fuck out. What the fuck is that? And then I looked up recently and I seen that, like, I guess they got, McDonald's apparently has gotten their shit together, brought niggas through the factory. And granted, I'm only taking it with the kind of a grain of salt because you're obviously going to show your best side if reporters and news crews are coming through. But
right.
The factory looked humane, like everything looked legit. But at the same time, the nugget prices are just so fucking cheap. Like,
yeah, where are you
making your money? Yeah, you gotta be. Where is the profit at? Because this looks expensive. These chicken nuggets,
they're serving billions of people.
Exactly, and these chicken nuggets look solid. They happen to look exactly like the ones you would get, but at the same time, these ones, the way they were raising the chickens, all like, I'm like, yo,
it's not like that everywhere.
There's no way. There's no fucking way. I'll send y'all the YouTube video. There's a YouTube video right now. If you search how chicken nuggets are made, like,
is it specifically for McDonald's? Or?
Yeah, it's a McDonald's one, and they talk about like the pink paste shit in it, and they say like, oh, that was like, that was a factory that did exist that they shut down, and like they show like their factory and how it's run and all that, and I'm like, okay, like, all right, I can't complain about this. But there's no way every factory is like this, because this would make chicken nuggets like $10.
Despite
and they're $5. They're $5.99 or like $4.99 for five nuggets. Like,
I think despite like the way the factory looks and shit, you also have to take into account the quality of the food, because if these chickens are, you said they're showing how they're raised. I haven't seen the video.
You go watch the videos after. We can bring this up again next week. But like,
they got GMO chicken for show.
I'm not down that either. There's no way. That's what I was coming away from the video. Like, I'm like, all right, cool. That low key might be a great fact. Like, just like something that's built into their budget, dude. That's built into their budget. Like, let's maintain this solid factory,
so we can show it off when we need to.
But there's no way every factory is like this. I don't believe it.
Yeah, show me 10.
Facts.
End of the day podcast.
So hopefully you haven't been eating the moral of that story is, hopefully you haven't been eating the tuna fish from Subway, because that's not tuna.
Do you think they pulled it off the?
You can definitely get that right. We'll check on fucking Uber Eats right now and see if we can get a tuna from fucking Subway.
Yo, if you eat a tuna sandwich right now,
I just wonder what it is. Like, the fact that the article didn't say like, oh, it wasn't tuna, it was, flounder, or like, like, what was it? That was the only thing that was making me not believe the article. Is like, they looked at the DNA, because I feel like they would have came out and said, oh, it's not tuna, it's this, personally.
I mean,
that's what makes me think it's like kind of like.
Didn't Taco
trolling.
Bell get in trouble and their meat had like wood chips or something in it? Crazy.
What? Wow, that's fucking crazy.
They had gotten in trouble for something like that too.
I remember hearing about Taco Bell's meat.
Things like this are they're so big of a deal that these people in Middle America, they're not just gonna stop. You know what I mean? Like, they eat McDonald's almost every day. A lot of them do. Like, people that like, that's all they can have access to.
They said, check this out. The lab conducted a PCR test to see if Subway's tuna featured one of 5 varying tuna species. The New York Times reported, explaining that there are 15 species of fish that can be labeled tuna, according to the FDA seafood list. The lab determined 2 potential reasons why no tuna was detected in the sample, saying, 1, it's so heavily processed that whatever we could pull out couldn't make identification, or we got some and there's just nothing there that's tuna.
So what was it?
Experts told the Times that that when tuna was cooked, its proteins break down, making it hard to identify, so the lab results may not be accurate, according to the Times. Subway did not immediately return a request for comment. Yikes.
What was it?
I don't know.
I'm sure we'll
man.
know the truth soon.
Yo, they're like, y'all been eating crickets.
Yeah, I know, right? It's cricket. It's cricket meat. That shit's been cricket meat the whole time. Niggas just eating cricket meat. Can you imagine niggas eating cricket meat? That sounds ridiculous.
That's what I think about when I think about things like that. What was that movie?
They were
Where the
Snowpiercer when they were eating roaches.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
the
was
little
wild.
protein bars.
That was wild.
That's crazy.
You want to know what's fucked up about that scene? It instantly made me want to taste one of those bars. Like,
You're
what is
bugging.
it? Nah,
Sin exclusive.
Like, what does a cricket bar taste like?
If you watch that movie, when they got to that car, Snowpiercer is a great ass movie. When they got to that car and seen, before the niggas seen what they were made of, when them niggas seen the protein bars, they was running, eating them shits.
They looked
Eating
hungry.
that. They was grubbing on protein bars like that. They had struck gold. And then homie looked over and seen them protein bars was made of cockroaches that they were just grinding up.
Yo, that scene was crazy. Didn't he like look down into like a bottomless pit or something?
Cockroach? Yeah, no, it was disgusting.
that was
It was
wild.
disgusting. It was the worst shit I've ever seen.
I hate roaches.
And to see a nigga grind it, yo, to turn it into...
And then they had the people just eating it like crazy. They were like grubby. Their little grubby hands were just like grabbing on, and it looked so hungry. I was like, damn, this is fucked up.
That movie honestly is crazy.
No, it was like some metaphorical.
The whole thing, and I feel like we were on the podcast and I realized this like a few months ago, or maybe I was just in whatever.
About
But about this movie, the reality that the exploitation of children was like the heart of it all.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert. Wasn't it like one?
If you haven't
little-
seen fucking thing by now, spoiler alert, but yeah, no, 100%.
I mean-
exploitation. Like the ship couldn't run without a little homie.
Yeah.
At the very front of the ship couldn't run.
And they
What was
just
he
feed
doing
us
again?
bullshit.
He was like twisting some knob that needed to keep the whole fucking thing going. Like, and only because it's needed a nigga who was small enough to be fit in there. Like,
That's crazy.
and that was like low key the best job on the fucking whole ship. Like,
But once he grows up, he's fucked.
he's done. No, you're done. Once you grow up, you get the fuck out of there.
Damn,
Yeah.
it's dark.
And they're just like
then they're eating
brainwashing the
roaches.
children.
Yikes.
That shit was crazy. Their whole route going around the world, that movie, yeah, fuck it. We spoiled it for you and you ain't go watch that shit.
Go watch
Go
that
watch
shit.
the Snowpiercer is one of the greatest movies fucking ever. Bro.
That's facts.
That movie-
Yo, when they go through the tunnel,
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what
That
I mean.
shit was crazy.
And no, it's when they went through, like the timing of them going through the tunnel.
Yeah.
Because when they were going through, shit was popping off.
right?
And it just went dark, dude.
That shit was nuts.
Yo, shit was popping off.
Can you imagine? Oh my god.
Living on a fucking train your whole life?
I guess none of that's
Nah.
I've never even been on a train actually. Now that I think about it,
Ever?
I seen this train.
I mean, wait. Subway train?
No, like long distance train.
Never.
Like take a train to San Francisco.
Never.
No.
I would say you guys should do that. Let's do it.
That shit would be hard. Actually,
I've seen one that was
Let's go to San Fran.
So if we go to wine country, we can take like a wine tour, but it's on this really cool train and they like serve you.
Hold on. Do we take it from here?
Damn, that
I
sounds
think we
like
have to
some
go up
luxurious
there.
shit.
Yeah, it was really cool looking, but it didn't seem like it was probably that crazy.
We should have a rental car waiting, like a
Yeah.
little G-Wagon
Yeah, little
situation.
G-Wagon with the... So yeah, some dude lost his Red Octobers from StockX. What?
Yo, that article bugged me out.
So
In
who
the
lost
emails-
the shoes though?
I read the emails back and forth and shit. Dude really got his fucking... Did you think StockX stole his shoes?
Well, the emails that they showed, they were like, you couldn't really see the senders or anything. Like,
It was like, that's what I'm saying, the doctored shit. It's hard for me to talk about shit like that just because, like,
anything could be fabricated. But
for real.
if the story is real and that's what happened, that's some shiesty shit.
It's hard for me. When I read it, I see, because I looked at a lot of people with the comments, and I'm a comment reader.
The bots are crazy.
I can sift through that just because there's a decent amount of, if there's a lot of comments, there's a decent amount of people who are just posting their ideas.
Shit's funny.
Yeah, it's super funny.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know, it's hard to believe that if they have their rules and their policy that they just take photos of the shoes every time and they didn't do that for these shoes, then I think that dude would have a legit case, get a lawyer up, and sue these motherfuckers, because that's enough money to small claims court sue a motherfucker for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Those are going for like 18 racks right now.
Well, yeah, he had sold them for like 10, no, like, yeah, close to that. He sold them for like $9,000 is what it showed, right? He sold it for
That's crazy.
He sold it for like $9,600. If it's sold it for $9,600 and they stole your shoes and their rule is to take the photo of the shoe every time and they threw them in the trash.
Yeah, like, what are you saying?
What are you saying to me right now? Like, it'd be just because the shoes weren't the shoes that you posted, that you sent. That sounds ridiculous. So like that's why it was hard when I read the whole thing. I was like, all right, I don't know. So whenever I see that though, I keep my eyes on that, because that is interesting. To be honest,
it just bugs me out. Like, if this unravels, I don't even know if I'll see the end of it. But if it unravels and it turns out that they did actually steal it, I'm just like, wow, how is it that such a large company like will let something like that happen?
I doubt it. Here's the thing. I doubt we'll see how that's actually handled, if it is.
Yeah.
If it is actually handled, we probably won't see anything further from this. Because I feel like when those things happen, either they didn't or we don't. Because they get handled in a way where they're probably told to, hey, shut the fuck up. Stop posting shit. We're going to pay you out. Shut the fuck up. If you want your money. I think that's what's going to end up happening. Some shit like that.
When they could have just kept it real from the jump. I mean, I don't know. The whole story could be fabricated, but the article was fucked up. My heart was hurting for the guy. If someone told me, if I sold like my most expensive pair of shoes and I sent it in, they're like, oh yeah, the shoes you sent us weren't even the real shoes. What are you talking about? We threw them in the trash. I'd be like, what? Come run this fade. Like, for real.
Yeah. And you got the address because you mailed it there. So I'm pulling up.
Yeah, I'm pulling up.
I'm pulling the fuck up. I got the address, bro. I'm sorry. I'm pulling the fuck up.
That's crazy.
For $9,000?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, for real.
You're playing with somebody.
And then, in really good news, that George Floyd statue revealed in Brooklyn. That should look beautiful.
Yes.
Rest in peace, George Floyd.
Definitely.
What is it? Burn in Hell, Derek Chauvin. We still don't know how much time this motherfucker's getting, right? He still hasn't gotten his like time sentence, but hopefully he'll be spending a long time in jail. Put this nigga under the jail. For sure.
I really love what the statue represents. So like, we need to never forget the shit that went on during one of the craziest times in the last decade, for sure. Like, last couple decades, honestly. Like, this pandemic has been crazy, and that was like pretty much at the height of everything, you know?
Yeah. Definitely a pivotal moment for the future.
For real. Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, George Floyd.
Rest in peace.
Shout out the family for doing something beautiful.
Rest in peace, anyone who's lost their lives to
all of it, man.
Police violence, police brutality. Fuck the pigs.
Hopefully, one day we'll see.
Did you guys try that IKEA chicken and watermelon?
Oh, you're talking about their Juneteenth menu?
I'm not really pressed to eat at IKEA, and also that's pretty fucked up.
Oh, that's fine. I didn't understand when you guys posted that in the chat. I didn't know if y'all were down.
It would be different. They're just white, and that's like seems fucked up.
T's down. He sounds like he's hungry and he's down.
Yo, do you like the Taiyun? Is it how you say it? The spicy, like, what is it?
Tahini.
Chili sauce?
Tahini. Oh, tahini?
Yeah. Do you put it on your?
Not really.
Oh, I love it on watermelon.
On my watermelon? I don't like. I like spicy foods. People always be thinking I don't like spicy foods just because I don't like my fruit with spicy foods, or I don't like my drinks spicy. Do you like your drinks spicy or your fruit with spicy food?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. When I taste it.
You like tequila.
I like it both ways.
When I taste the tahini,
I like spicy. Like, I like a jalapeno tequila.
When I taste the tahini on the fruit,
it's
the watermelon. No, I taste it and I understand why people fuck with it. I just don't like the mix. The same way I don't like.
Yeah.
I'm just not a fan. I'm just not a fan of the mix. The same way I'm not a fan of chocolate and mint mix. Like, I don't like mint chocolates. I'm just not.
Oh my God.
I taste it and I'll eat a peppermint patty or some shit. I'm like, okay, I can understand why a nigga fucks with it.
Have you ever had the Andes ones?
No, I haven't.
Those little green ones are. I get like a weird peppermint patty. It's not that great.
I've had the ice cream, the peppermint ice cream. I've had it and I'm like, okay, I can. My flavor palette is experienced enough that I can understand why people fuck with it. To me, it gives me a taste of after you brush your teeth and eating something tasty. You ever brush your teeth and then you eat something?
Yeah, like orange juice.
Orange juice or something.
Is the number
like
one worst together flavor.
You ever do that, T? You never like brush your teeth and then someone's be like, yo, try this, and then you got to eat some food or something right after you brush your teeth?
Oh, because the mint is too strong?
And that's what it is with me. That's why I never really fucked with like mint flavored things. Like,
that's fair.
I like my toothpaste mint flavored, and that's
mint ice cream is mad weird. I will say that.
When I eat ice cream, I just don't. Mint's not what I'm looking to eat, bruh. I'm sorry.
I could understand mint chocolate, but no, mint ice cream is different.
You know what it is? Is mint is so, in my mind, it's so it's cleaning things. Like, the last thing I want to do is eat the cleanest thing. I just want to eat something sweet and tasty. That's pretty much, But so no one ate the IKEA chicken and watermelon, is what you're saying, for Juneteenth.
No, we did not. Not in this family.
No, but we did have. Wait, what do we have on Juneteenth? I think we just made food. But the next day we had bomb because it was Father's Day following. Oh yeah, shout out all the fathers.
Shout out the fathers.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out my dad. Shout out my brothers.
Shout out pops.
Shout out my uncles. All great fathers. Love you guys. Shout out all the fathers out there that listen to the podcast. There's quite a few that listen to the podcast.
Gang,
actually.
gang.
Shout out to all you guys. Yeah, because Father's Day does not get enough love. We love our moms, and I love my mom.
Yeah, it's time to start loving our fathers. You know,
but we gotta show love to the fathers because I feel like they've definitely been there the past century, low key. Granted, you had your shitty fathers, of course, everywhere. But me personally, just like in my life, I've seen a lot of, like, whether they're together with the moms or not. I've met a lot of males that have had like a solid father in their life. And that might have not been the case. That probably wasn't the case. 10 years. We had a lot of fucking getting together to do. Because men were pieces of shit, low key, back in a while back.
Yeah, I mean, Kristen, do you want to speak on your situation? Because, I mean, you're coming from it's different for you because, like, you grew up with a man that, like, loved you and
your
took
dad?
care of you, raised you. Yeah, her dad.
So I'm adopted. So my mom's my real mom, but my dad's not. And, like, he's cool. He loved us. Like, he was, a good dad. Like, it was chill. But I also, like, still also have, like, a shitty father that has, like, 7 children and doesn't give a fuck about any of them.
That's crazy.
But how does it feel to see someone love you the way he does and you have no actual
probably
blood?
Not for the podcast because my true feelings are not, like... I love my dad, but it's not the same. I don't have, like, a great dad. Like, nobody in my father isn't checking up on me to know if I'm alive. Ever. So it's like, I don't know.
You're talking about your real dad.
I'm talking about both of my fathers.
Okay. Because you don't have the greatest relationship with even your stepdad.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, he was a cool dad. Like, he, like, was there for us. He supported us, financially, like.
But he still wasn't necessarily the 100% the greatest.
I mean, no, I played sports for, like, 10 years and my family never came to a game.
I hear that a lot. That's something I hear a lot.
But my brother played sports and they would show up to his games.
And that's the thing. Like, I hear that a lot with females specifically. And just not to say just ever since I've left Boston, because in Boston, if you play sports, your family was there. That's just a Boston, Massachusetts thing. If you play sports in any type of, your family is fucking there. So that's something that after I left Boston, being out here, whether they are from LA or Cali or not. I've heard that a lot from people, and I don't know what that's like because my family was someone from my family was at every one of my fucking, and I played a lot of just games in general, like basketball games, like whether they were important or fucking not. There was always someone there to come pull up to one of my games. So like within that, like, and feeling that, like, was there a point where you didn't expect, or were you always like, yo, pull up? Like,
I can totally understand where you're coming from, though. Like, if I were in this situation, I never played really a team on sports except when I was maybe in like first grade. I was on soccer, undefeated. That shit was hard.
Yeah.
Red Bullets, shout Red Bullets. But if I'm in your situation where I'm playing sports and like my family's not showing up, like, I wouldn't want to have to say something, you know, like, I feel like it's just kind of expected, you know, it's like a support thing.
Yeah. And I just accepted it early on that that's just like what it was going to be.
how hard were you mentally chasing any of this sports to a level where you like you should show up, or
No,
was it
I
all
would have.
just
I would have. I internally now, like, I look back and like I know that I would have just like I personally needed the like verbal and support and for people to show up for
to
me
even want to chase these sports to the
feel
degree?
Yeah, because it wasn't like I didn't want to be like a professional player, but you know,
You just want to support.
yeah. And I think I definitely was like attention seeking because my brother was like having an experience and a lot of like direction was like on him, so it was, you know, and I think it's because I'm a girl, like they didn't give a fuck that I was playing sports, which is like internalized misogyny that they probably didn't even know they like were doing.
No, 100% that was built into Boston, Massachusetts, all that. Like, it's a sports town.
Yeah.
If you're playing a sports, your family's showing up just because they're proud that their kid has actually made the fucking team, you know, like, because it's competitive and all that shit. So, like, that's something that I didn't hear until I left my hometown.
Yeah.
I come out here and they're like, oh, I'm connected with people and they're telling like, oh yeah, my dad didn't come to any of my games. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You were playing for how long and your dad didn't come to one? What the fuck? Like, I would love to see my kid play.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's me. That's technically me out there. Technically, if you want to get
it's super part of you.
No, that's me out there. That layup, that's me. I taught you that layup, bro. You wouldn't that fadeaway. Nah, that's what my dad was looking at when he saw me.
Are you gonna be the dad on the sidelines, like fucking yelling?
Bro, I'm gonna be.
That was my dad. That's why I didn't play basketball for very long.
I'm gonna be the fucking coach. I'm gonna be the coach, nigga.
You gonna be blowing the whistle.
I'm gonna be the coach, nigga. I'm gonna be calling timeout.
You're like, yo.
Yeah.
Time out.
Yeah, no, 100%. If I have a kid of any sort and they're playing, yo, I'm 100% gonna be I'm gonna be way too a part of the team that either the assistant, the water boy, the mat. I'm gonna be on the cheering my kid on for whatever they want to be a part of. Just cause like
I'm
nowadays,
ready for sin, Dad.
Nah, it's not ever happened. I don't think there may be a shorty.
You can't say
out there.
never, bro.
I'm not gonna say never, but there may be a shorty out there who can do that shit to me. But I don't think so. I don't think they exist. There's no one who's like weird enough. I'm a fucking weirdo. Sorry. But anyways, let's move on to this Yo, we got a new Pop Smoke album dropping, I think this week, my dude.
Who produced it?
I don't know.
I thought it was in July, no? Am I bugging?
Oh, okay. I think it's
July 16th.
Is it July? Okay, all right. Sorry, guys. I was just bugging. I was just mad.
Yeah, July 16th.
I'm sorry, guys. July 16th is a new album, Pop Smoke album dropping.
That's hard. I mean, personally,
my most played album last year was Pop Smoke's album.
I mean, I've talked about it before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't like really
That's
on
fair.
the huge wave
That's
of
super
Pop
fair.
Smoke.
He was super new, bro.
He was super new, but like, I just feel like, look at the baby, right? The baby, you know, his style is still evolving. He's learning new flows. He was like yelling on that new track with Tori. Like,
Bro.
it was different. Like,
Bro,
I just feel like Pop Smoke didn't have enough time to really tap into his true self.
I think everyone, what you're saying right now is very obvious in his situation just because of how much he stuck last year. Like how much he was definitely in that space you're saying. He was finding his sound. He had just kind of got it. He died, unfortunately. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke.
Rest in peace, for sure.
And they were still able to put together a project where you felt how you felt about him.
So are your expectations high for this album?
At this point, because it's been so far removed from him dying, I don't have the highest expectations for the album because I know it's the level of me being an artist myself, the level of influence and interior influence you put out as an artist in the studio on a track. There's no one who's going to be able to put together a Pop Smoke song the way Pop, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Pop would have wanted to have his vocals and all. So
like, what are they digging through? You know, like how much archive music does he really have?
I'm sure he, in this day and age,
that is like polished that he could, that we would be able to say like this is his.
In this day and age, the way people record music, how easy it is, one, and two, in the case when you become officially, when you could say, because there's a lot of people like, you know, like me, I rap, but I'm not a rapper. When you become a rapper, it's when you're doing it full time. That is your job. That is what pays the bills. That's what I personally consider rapper. If rapping don't pay your fucking bills to me, nigga, you ain't no fucking rapper, dog. I'm sorry. You rap is your fucking hobby, nigga. I'm sorry, dog. If rap don't bring your fucking money in, if music don't pay your fucking bills, nigga, rap to you is a fucking hobby, bro. I'm sorry, dog. If you getting your money grinding in other ways, you scamming, all that shit, then that's what you do. You are not a rapper, bro. I'm sorry. That's not what you do. You tell people that, but it is what it is.
What's the difference between a rapper and an artist? Because I feel like there are people that maybe, like, what about BFB the Pac-Man? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but your name is someone who gets his money from that. If he gets his money from that,
but he still has a job.
Hold on. Who are you talking about?
He works for like the post service.
Who are you talking about specifically?
BFB the Pac-Man.
I don't know who you're saying that name, but I don't know who that is. Kristen, you know who that is.
You know who he is.
No.
No, not you, Kristen, but you do, Christian.
You know, who is? I don't know who is.
Yes, you do.
Is a rapper?
Yes.
If he's rapping, he's not working at a. Where is he working? You say he's working? This nigga's working at?
I think it's like FedEx or something.
This nigga's not a.
No, for USPS. Swear.
I'm gonna look this up right now.
Bro, look it up.
I don't believe this right now because here's the thing.
He still delivers till this day.
Did you say BF?
And he's fucking rich.
BF what?
BFB the Pac-Man. Look him up.
I don't.
You know him.
This nigga does not work at the USPS. This nigga is lying.
Yes, he does.
He's lying. Nah. I'm sorry, T. This nigga's capping.
Yes, he does. What do you?
What?
Look at it.
I see that, but what? That's money. He can use. That's bread. That's old photos. These look like old photos.
Bro, I swear to God.
No way. This looks like when I see a photo of him flossing, shining, and then I look at the photo of him in the post office. He's not. Those are old photos. There's no way. I don't believe it. I'm sorry. There's no way. There's no way. This nigga does not work there anymore. I'm sorry. There's no.
Bro, he says. I swear.
There's no way. I don't believe it. I think that's all just a troll. He's trolling. There's no way. This. You think, Kristen? Look at this nigga's Instagram. You think this nigga is working at scroll through this? It's Kristen. You think this nigga's working at USPS? Look at the photo when you come across it of him at USP, seeing how old that shit looks.
Dude, his rap is dope too.
There's no way. All right, I now know who that is, but there's no way.
There's no way he still works
there. There's no fucking way, T. He's just using that as a ploy. There's no way.
He's got a picture of him in front of the truck, bro.
Yes, but that's definitely he's not wearing.
He's not even in the uniform.
He'd be in uniform right now. We could take that photo tomorrow just by waiting out front of your crib, nigga, because you got mail coming to your crib.
The caption says, "My supervisor pissed me off yesterday, so I came to work today with double her salary on my neck and wrist."
Yeah, but he blocked out the fucking license plate number on purpose because that's not his truck, because he knows the niggas would fucking find. Yeah, there's no way. This nigga just happened to have a job before he got on. That's what it is. There's no way.
You don't think so?
There's no fucking way a guy is performing at Rolling Loud and fucking needs to work at USPS.
This is the same guy that wore a sweatshirt that said HIV positive in one of his first music videos.
That's wild.
That is wild.
That's wild.
That's a wild claim.
That's wild.
HIV positive? Whoa.
But anyways.
So random.
Corday, he's got his shout out to Pop Smoke. Can't wait for the new album. Comes out July. Corday, he is starting his own record label.
Yeah, sounds pretty cool.
Sounds cool.
High level.
High level.
If you're high level.
High level.
If you work a 9 to 5, you're high level.
Kristen's not excited for it.
Yo.
Sounds good.
High level shit. I'm about to apply. They said apply now.
For what?
Shit.
Like I was like, is Tim supposed to apply to this?
Shit. Yo, hit
high
me
level
up.
it's for me.
Nigga,
I'm high level.
Oh,
wait, hold on.
Across the board, high level.
I am on a high level. That's for sure.
I'm sorry.
High frequency.
I don't know if Corday has done enough for me to just instantly like believe in him and want to apply to high level. Are you a fan of Corday?
I could not tell you probably one song that he sings, but
What about you?
I'm with anybody doing cool shit.
I saw him freestyling and it was hard.
I don't hate him at all.
I don't seek his music though.
I don't seek his music either. And the way he came up is a little weird. He came up part of the YBN crew with like YBN Namir, YBN Almighty J. And then he came up with those guys and then split off, cut the YBN Corday, it was YBN Corday, cut the YBN off his name, is now Corday, because I guess he felt like he was outgrowing the niggas that he came with. I don't know. It just seems a bit weird to me. Like, you came up with these niggas. Your name was YBN Corday because it was like Young Boss Nigga was the name of their group or whatever that they all came up
I
together.
never knew that's the acronym.
I think that's the acronym. That's the only reason I think that's the acronym is because that's the only thing I could think of to put together with YBN is Young Boss Nigga. It's not Young Bitch Nigga.
Young Bitch Nigga.
Or you bitch nigga. Or it could be like you bitch nigga Corday. Yeah. So like I know, but like the fact that he like came up with these guys, had it in his name as the acronym, and then was like, all right, like he out of all three of them, he was obviously at this point you could tell he was the most obviously successful. He's like, damn, I'm the most successful. Instead of like being like, all right, let me pull my homies up too. Like, let's all be successful.
He said, I'm gonna go free.
I'm gonna cut the neck.
I'm on the slingshot. I'm gonna just keep going.
So to me, it just seems like business wise, like maybe you might not be the one to get in bed with personally to me. That's what I feel like. That's what I feel like to me. You can put a Sin exclusive. This is a hot take. I don't want to get down with a nigga who switches up when he gets on. That is exactly proof right there.
That's
to me personally. It feels like proof right there that you switch up when you get on. You was a YBN nigga a month ago. You get on and you cut the YBN and cut these niggas off and don't fuck with these niggas again.
Yeah, I agree.
And you just like are like, yo, let me start my own label.
No, I'm Corday.
Level up. Like,
high level.
High level.
I still applying though.
Yo, I mean, I might apply too because like he might not.
Yo, like hit me up though.
Hit me up. I'm sorry though. I'm sorry, Corday. Like that just.
Wait, is it school?
What was that?
What is it? Is it school? Or
Nah, I thought it was a record label. For now, the post I seen, it seemed like it was a record label, but I don't know anymore.
Yeah, but you guys could probably hit him up for content.
I'm gonna hit him up and interview him like, nigga, why you switch up on niggas when you got famous?
Like you're in the interview and he's like, so do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, why you switch up?
Yo, so why'd you switch up on niggas, bro?
Switch up on niggas when you got famous.
Oh my god. All right, so we have to do this. You guys have to apply.
We have to apply now. We have to apply.
We're gonna get a camera.
After the I'm gonna just find the lowest job to apply for just to get the interview. I need an interview with this nigga, like, because I need to ask him like why he switched up on niggas. Like, I need to.
They're like, will you be a free intern for 16 years?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Now I have a question for you.
Why did you switch up on niggas when you got on? Because, shit. Corday's got. Oh, so Kristen, you listened to the new her album?
Yeah.
And it was good?
Yeah.
Come on, break it down. Let me hear it. Why was it good? Because to me, this has got to be her first album. She's only released, I feel like, singles to me, or like small.
No, she's had like two other albums.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know if you call it an album, but she's come out with 2 different like
projects.
Like small, like it was like
small
smaller
projects. This is like a full on.
This is the longest thing she's done. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a ton of songs.
Yeah, I didn't listen to the entire thing.
She had a single that released for the project.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's good. She's incredible. She's everything she makes is incredible.
Corday's on it.
She had every great, incredible songwriter on this.
We got Corday, Ty Dolla $ign, Lil Baby, Chris Brown. Ooh.
Yeah, that was interesting to me that she did a song with Chris Brown.
All right, you guys need to. All right.
First of all, Chris Brown just assaulted another woman.
No, you did allegedly. Allegedly, you can't say that. Definitely don't say that on our podcast, because that's how you get cease and desist, by just saying it like that.
First of all,
allegedly, because you don't know.
Okay, allegedly.
Yes, that's how you get shut down, low key. You can't just be making accusations when you don't know the fucking facts about shit. You just read a story. You weren't there. You don't know what the fuck happened.
First of all, Chris Brown has a history of hitting women. Why would I be so fucking surprised that he had hit another woman? When he beat Rihanna's ass, the fact that Karrueche got a 5-year.
But hold on,
what is that when they can't come around you?
That's fair.
But what did he do to Karrueche?
Something that got a 5-year restraining order. So obviously,
I think that's just because he fucked with her. That could be just because he fucked with her way too much and just wanted to be around her all the time, and she got a restraining order.
Sure.
For a restraining order,
has she ever?
There's no winning.
You're putting. When did Karrueche ever say that? Are you saying Karrueche put hands on her? Because now you're putting words in even Karrueche's mouth.
As a woman, because I can say
I don't even know the story of Karrueche.
As a woman, why would you get a 5-year restraining order on somebody unless you are actually afraid for your life?
No. But that might be something where you might be afraid of that, but they never put hands on you.
Okay. But why would she? The fact that she has to be afraid for her life, that she needs someone to like.
But did he put? No, you're talking about 2 different things, though.
No, I'm talking about the fear that a woman would have for a man that they would harm her, and that's obviously why you ask for a restraining order.
You're talking about someone doing something, which I agree with. If someone does something, 100% crucify him. But if someone's just like in fear of it, they can go get a restraining order at any point. Someone can get a restraining order right now on you, Kristen, just because they're afraid of you putting hands on them. Regardless of the energy you have for them, someone could do that right now. So
there's no proof that has to be had.
What do you mean there's no proof? No, there is no proof that has to be had. You can go to the police right now.
End of dialogue window. Karrueche Tran said that she felt unsafe with ex Chris Brown, and that is why she sought a restraining order. Karrueche said she left unsafe with ex Chris Brown, and that's why it literally just said it twice. But that's what they're saying. Because
at the end of the day, she's probably trying to be political and like move correctly. Because at the end of the day, as a man,
she's beautiful. I just think the nigga was thirsty as fuck, wanted to be with her. Remember, his baby is with her sister.
The order came months after Tran received an emergency stay-away order after she claimed Brown punched her in the stomach and pushed her down the stairs.
Did she? But what happened? What happened with that?
But why is it so hard for you to believe a woman? Honestly, truly,
because there's no follow up with anything. It's just too easy. I've been around women who just lie about shit. Like that's why. Like I don't believe anybody. I don't believe anybody. It has nothing to do with women.
Well, why do you believe Chris Brown?
I don't believe Chris Brown either. I'm not saying Chris Brown didn't do that shit. I don't believe anybody in that situation.
Let's be clear though, because if you're saying that didn't happen in the women's case, you're technically kind of defending Chris Brown.
I'm not saying that didn't happen in anyone's case. What I'm saying is, in the Rihanna case, that shit was dumb clear.
She had the photos.
That happened with Rihanna, and she went to the cops right after and was like, look at what this nigga did. Like with Karrueche, what she's saying, what's happening in that situation.
So that's the thing, though. You're asking for someone to go to the police in order for you to believe them, but we don't fucking fuck with the police. So like, what is
a crime?
Let's also. I'm not defending anyone by any means, but like playing both sides right now. I think that like if you look at the situation where Chris Brown All right, or like say Carucci says that he punched him and pushed him down the stairs. Like, it could also be a case where like Chris Brown's a superstar. You know, like people recognize when they can take an opportunity. You know, he already has a past case.
That's what I'm saying.
It's easy. Like, I'm just playing both sides. I'm not defending him, but personally, like, if my own self, I think that Chris probably did that shit.
I would like, agree with you.
But you're afraid that this is easy to exploit.
I just think that it's like you say, Sin. It's hard to trust anyone.
It's hard to trust anyone. That's
unless you have concrete evidence. It's hard to trust any story nowadays. You remember that story where the guy said that someone like kidnapped him and hung him and shit, like Jesse Smollett?
Yeah,
bro, that was a wild case. Like, you know,
but he actually paid niggas to put shit on.
But bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, people are sick, bro. People are sick.
I don't want to say Carucci is lying, but I don't want to say Chris Brown is telling the truth either. What I would prefer is for when people do something, yeah, we don't fuck with the cops. If you don't want to fuck with the cops,
I fuck with the truth.
If Carucci even talked about it to the people that mattered, which is the public, because they know Chris Brown is not as famous. He's had to work his way back into where he's at right now. The public overall does not fuck with Chris Brown. You will never see Chris Brown performing at any award shows, any Super Bowl, anything public because of what happened in his past. So if he's paying for it now, you know, if he was to do anything in the future and someone was to publicly say like, yo, right after you said what happened to Carucci, she posts on Instagram, this nigga punched me in my fucking stomach, knocked me down the stairs. Fuck going to the cops. Just tell anyone. Tell anyone.
But who are you to tell somebody how to grieve or like to how to process trauma?
I'm not here to tell anyone how to do it, but it's weird that you're able to easily do it.
But you're judging her based on how she's processing the trauma that she's experienced.
I think that's like, I'm not judging her on it at all.
But to me, you are.
I'm not judging her on it at all, but you're expecting me to believe a story that seems weird because they didn't take care of it when they should have.
You know what I think needs to happen? You want me to
just expect to believe it because they said it.
That's fine. You're entitled to how you feel, but I'm just saying like that is in a.
I'm not judging her. She's just saying it this much.
Yo, on some real shit, for anyone in this situation where like something might happen, I think the best thing that we could do as a society is like figure out some type of like process that's clear, that's not complicated, that people can go through, because going to the police, no one wants to go to the police.
I would want
but people want to like live the truth. Like you don't want to be assaulted and, you know what I'm saying, continue just like pretending nothing happened. You want to speak your truth. So like we need to figure out a new system to where people can do that. That's simple.
We need that machine that can read niggas' minds.
Yo,
that's the only way, because at the end of the day,
put that shit on the criminals.
Whose truth is real truth.
Exactly.
You never actually know.
No, you don't know. Everyone could have everyone could have an ill intention. Carucci could have an intention of just wanting to be as famous as she wants, right?
Or just get money off of Chris Brown.
Right? Chris Brown could actually have done all this shit and just be a fucked up person and using all his fame to cover it up. We don't really actually know, and we're just reading these articles that are put out, because here's the thing, we read these articles that Carucci or Chris Brown puts out, but we don't hear a day-to-day update of their life. Why don't we hear like
and
whatever,
it's also
why don't we hear why don't we hear about what Carucci did today? Why do we only hear what happened with her or Chris Brown?
Because we're talking about traumatic experiences that matter.
Because she wants us to hear this.
It could not even be her. It could be an outlet that's just trying to like make a headline.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And
the media is very easy.
It's manipulative. It's easy to manipulate.
You get some photos, you write an article, and you have something that you can show to people. Like I want the truth, like dead ass. Like I just think that all of this back and forth, like I support
It's
the
impossible
truth.
to
I don't
get that.
support.
It's impossible
I don't
to get
support
that.
either side. Like I'm on the truth.
It's
you know what I'm
impossible to get
saying?
that. It's impossible to get that.
Not with this.
No, it's impossible truly because it's all a matter of perspective based on who you are and your life experiences and how you're going to judge something and what you're hearing. Like if you fucking hate women and you are hearing a woman tell you the truth, she could tell you the truth 5,000 times and it doesn't matter because you fucking hate women. Or if a black person is telling the truth and you
Facts.
fucking hate black people, you doesn't fucking
gonna
matter.
believe
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like you say you want truth, but there is no truth. It's only perspective. Like
What about with this mind reading helmet?
That's what I'm saying. That's the only way to get niggas to really tell the truth.
Yo,
Like truth is in the moment, and then past that, there is no like unless you have solid visual evidence or like.
so
Well, that's the
revisit.
issue.
Wait.
Most
Fucking
people,
bruises on
what
your
Kristen
face.
what Kristen is saying is true.
No, 100%. 100%.
Because there is what this person's telling you. There's what this person's telling you.
Yep.
And then there's what really happened.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
There's
like,
two sides to every story.
Yeah.
And
like,
there's the truth.
Truth. You know, like
Yes.
that's exactly what it is, and that's why it's just like perspective. A lot of times, like if something's happening, and let's say something's happening between y'all, and I'm there watching it, it'd be you
A
might
camera is the perfect unbiased perspective. If you have a camera,
kind of, because even then people try to get at Quavo for abusing Saweetie because they were arguing about a bag in the elevator.
yeah.
So like,
Well,
you try to say
that's
he
hard
abused
because it's
her.
out of context. I'm talking about like if you had a constant feed of just like
stuff, yeah, just like a camera,
like your
in the house.
literal life.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Like if you had a first person perspective, like
Because here's the thing,
Dude.
my issue with that situation is, I wish Saweetie would have been able to tell me from jump when that
Sweetie,
happened.
no.
Not Sweetie.
no, it was Sweetie.
No, not Sweetie. Not Sweetie. Who we were just talking about with Chris Brown.
Karrueche.
I wish Karrueche, because if Chris Brown's like that, she didn't intentionally do it, but because she didn't, whenever that situation happened, let's say that situation happened and it was exactly how she told it, because she did it, she held it in. She actually made it easier for Chris Brown to hide behind it, and for me to doubt the situation.
Okay, so this is one thing that I will say. Like, as a woman, you have to realize that you're up against all of this internalized misogyny that all of us have, even women have.
Facts.
So, like, number one, you know that you're not going to win against a man. And so why would you go up against someone, especially Karrueche, who is not at the status, she doesn't have really many talents, compared. Like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to
I
her.
can't argue that, Kristen. I can't argue that.
do you think that women don't have more support nowadays though? Because I feel
She's
like
talking about when that, cause I don't know, when was that article, when that,
I'm just
when
talking
was
about
that?
right now in general. Like
Now, Kristen, you can't say that, because now a woman comes out on anything, they support 1,000% until they
I think 2021 is a little different.
I think
like,
now,
Yeah,
currently, they
but you
support a
say-
little differently.
you say-
I don't know when that specifically happened, what you're saying, because I think that might be a little different.
okay, so just how like all of this Black Lives Matter movement is happening, and you guys like it is a movement for, like, we're moving forward, and it feels like that, right? But at the end of the day, you guys still experience racism.
Facts.
Like, so it's happening, but you're still experiencing
Facts,
it.
right, 100%.
So same for me. Like, I'm a woman, and this is the reality that we are in. And
I
yes,
feel that.
But no,
yes,
but
there's like
but we're-
awareness, but
that's
like
facts.
people are still getting abused.
No, but Kristen, here's the thing. What we're talking about now is that now, in today's day and age, when you do get abused, you can put it out there, and it will get dealt. The public will help you.
Yeah, but,
Bro,
but
no,
even
no.
look at how we handled Meg the
I
Stallion.
I don't agree with that, Sin,
the issue
because
with Meg Thee Stallion is
wait, hold on.
Hold on.
I think that honestly, like, it's just fucked up because like not a lot of people are gonna want their business publicized, bro. Like, if you get assaulted, like
But if you want help, no, I.
if you
understand
want
that.
help, you should not have to make your situation public.
From who though? Then what? How do you want help? Because
But so that's
more
the-
That's what
eyes
I'm
on it,
saying.
only
But
more
you
eyes
say
on it
system.
can help.
but you say that, but like imagine
Ignorance is
a
too
cop
close.
abuses you in some way or some form.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Like, if nobody's around with their camera, but you got abused behind the scenes, are you gonna fight that, or are you just gonna go down with it because there is no visual evidence proof? Because that's what. Imagine that's your life.
I'm gonna fight it to the death, and I'm gonna create not visual evidence
Okay.
proof. I'm gonna create awareness of the subject.
Okay, so
the
this is
same way I thought with Karrueche. All right, she might have not had visual that night. She might have not had any visual evidence proof, but that night I would have been on my story, live, whatever, saying what this nigga did.
Bro, you
personally.
can't say that.
Hold on.
though.
So
No, I'm saying what I personally would have did.
Can I?
Bro, you can't say that because you're not in the situation. Like when you're in the situation, everything's 100% different.
Can I?
It's like when you go on stage, you're like, yo, I'm gonna kill this speech. I'm gonna go up there, I'm gonna body it, and you get up there and you got stage fright.
I'm telling you what I heard from the situation. Everything. So you read the situation. What happened that night? I'm telling you what I would have done that night. She did what she should have done that night. I don't know how long after she reported what happened that night. Granted, me personally, I agree with Kristen. We don't go to the cops. As a culture, we don't go to the cops. Let the culture judge it. If she had posted that night and said, and had this nigga punch me
bro,
downstairs.
But what about the people that don't have the courage to do that?
It's literally fight, flight, or freeze. When you experience trauma, you go into that mode where it's either flight, fight, or freeze, and you're gonna fight back. You say that you feel like you as a person you would fight back. Some people are gonna run away from it and hide that shit and not talk about it, and some of them are just gonna freeze and not know what to do.
I agree. When those three things you said all come with certain.
So there has to
all these things you said all come with certain consequences. So if you fight, flight,
or freeze,
you have certain consequences you have to deal with. That's what it is. That is the matter of the situation. So if I choose to fight, that is what I deal with, is what I accept, because that's who I am. So, and I feel like for the most part, most people are not gonna accept that.
That's not equal though, bro.
It might not be equal, and that's why I wouldn't judge her about it. But at the same time, she can't expect everyone when she comes out. Once again, I don't know how much later she released this information about that night from when it actually had happened. But when you release that, you can't just expect everyone to instantly hop on board and just believe what you say. That's my only thing. That's all I come with. I'm like, all right, I understand. That might have happened. That could have. But you have the person.
I think it's different when you're coming. Not to cut you off, Sin. Sorry.
No, you're good.
But I think it's different when you're coming with a story, and you're coming with a story with evidence. Like did
she have evidence from that night?
I have no idea. I don't know if it's just like verbal story. Like
you got evidence, you win in anything,
dude. That's the thing, is that it's very difficult to win any case where you don't have evidence. And it's fucked up because like things happen where like Kristen says you freeze up. You know what I'm saying? You have fight, flight, or freeze. You don't have the opportunity.
So look, I have a personal experience. So one of my girlfriends, she had shared her story with me about when she was assaulted, and I remember listening to her and I was like, girl, like what the fuck, like why didn't you do something? Like, because every part of me was like, what's wrong with you? No, like I was like, I don't get it. Like bitch, like I'm ready to go right now. Like I'm going to the cops. Like we're gonna go fight this.
No, I feel you.
And then I had like,
did it happen when she told you this? Did it just happen?
No, it had happened like 2 years prior. And then
see that, and
so this is the thing, right? So then she tells me that. And I'm like, God damn it, like, what's wrong with you? Like, why would you not do something? You know, because I feel like I personally am like, that's who I am and how I would feel. And then I had a realization that I had also been assaulted, and I froze and I ran away from it.
From the situation in general.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's the thing I feel like personally in 2021, it's been promoted or been because you have nothing but history to look at. If you do not speak up when it initially happens, it only makes it harder for people to believe you.
And yes, that is true. But also, I just want you to know.
I know that it's that's not. That's why I'm saying what I said. In the past, there is nothing but proof right now that proves when you are hurt, female or male, whoever this ever happens to, if you get into a car, anything, if you do not speak up when it happens to you and you let time go by, it makes it harder for anyone to believe your story. It does. I'm sure when that girl's talking to the police, they're listening to her like, okay, right, okay, he did this, Chris Brown did this, okay. If she talked 2 years later.
But that's the thing, like, you have to realize that's just really the overarching concept that I'm trying to get through to you, is that,
which I hear it.
Well, no, listen, you're not hearing it.
No, I hear it.
Wait. Playing both sides here.
No,
I think
I still haven't made my point. I would like to make it. The reality is, my point of that story is not that I've been abused as well, but the reality that I had the realization that, like, what are you doing? Why didn't you do anything? But then when I realized, like, you don't always know. It's not like this thing that you can force, like, fight, flight, or freeze. Like, you don't necessarily get to choose because it's just your natural body's response. So, like, it's easy to say, like, say something now.
No, it's not easy to say.
I think this is
just know that it's not to be said lightly.
This is the same for men and women. I just want to be clear because.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Bro,
100% for anybody.
For anyone.
For any human being that feels some type of anxiety or like, I don't know what the feeling is. Personally, like, I don't think I've ever necessarily been assaulted in a case where, like, I feel like I should go to the police. You know what I'm saying?
Neither. No, me
like, that's not me, but like putting myself in someone else's shoes, I can understand how in a situation where, like, yo, I'm just confused, I'm scared, like, dude, like, I can understand how not wanting to go to the public eye and have yourself be in
I personally think there's a level, I'm gonna keep it real, this might be a hot take, there's a level of irresponsibility if you let people who abuse you go, like, you don't say, like, I could never, me personally, if you abuse me or hurt me in any way that I feel like, all right,
bro, but, like, put yourself in a situation like Chris Brown and Rihanna. They were in a relationship for who knows how long. Wait, hold on.
To the cops. That night.
But I'm just saying, like, you're not Rihanna. You're in a situation where you're in a relationship with someone for like a year, and something fucking crazy happens, and you're like, yo, like,
no, I'm going to the. I'm sorry. If I'm a female,
bro. You can't say that,
no,
bro.
I'm sorry. If I'm a female, I'm going to.
You're saying
cops.
this as Sin Supreme.
No,
bro.
I'm saying this as a female. What they should do if someone who is on. I personally don't. When I'm walking down the street, if I'm walked by a dude, if I'm walking down the street right now, me as Sin Supreme, and I'm walking by a nigga who hits women, I would. If I'm walking by him, I would sucker punch the fuck out of this nigga. Like, these niggas don't belong on the street. If Chris Brown is a nigga who puts hands on women, I'm sorry, this nigga don't belong on the street. He don't. He belong under the jail, nigga. Like, I'm sorry. And my only issue with that is I wish women were strong enough to, as soon as they ever did, someone mistreated them in some way, were able to get the people involved to handle this.
Bro, but you guys also understand, like, the man in a situation that's beating on a woman is, like, the dominant person in the situation, and, like, the woman's not always gonna have that power to fucking stand up against the opposition.
I don't expect her to stand up against that nigga because this is a grown ass man putting hands on.
But to go and tell the police.
Please, like, get some, or not. Even if you don't tell the police, just get someone involved who can teach this nigga never to fucking ever put hands on a woman again. Because that's what I feel like.
Think the street should handle situations?
Me personally, yes, because the streets will actually handle situation. I don't think that really handles situations like that for niggas who put, like, because that's some pussy ass fucking shit.
I just think that putting things in the public is very touchy because, like, dude, the internet is vicious. We've seen it with so many cases where, like, comments and people, that shit destroys people, bro. People go into deep depressions over, like.
So you're saying, are you worried about a nigga who put hands on someone?
I'm worried about the people that are concerned about making their situation public. They're scared. They don't want that to be. Those
people get nothing but love and shine because the world recognizes they've been hurt by someone.
Some people.
Tell me someone who put that out there and was
someone might not want that to be their image. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, hold on. Straight up, yeah, I have a friend that never wanted any of her sexual assault to come out because she's an actor and she didn't want her first claim to fame, so she never said anything.
And that's fair, but
that's fair, but that's not fair. Justice.
That's
and
not
the truth.
No. That's fair in the sense that if you want that, fine. But at the same time,
that's fair for your image, but it's not fair for justice. That's facts.
That's what I'm saying.
But
I
that's
understand.
because
she made
not
the-
fair for your image.
No,
It's not,
she made
not
the
fair for your
decision
image.
for her image to not go to the police, but it's not fair for justice in her situation that she's
that
not.
nigga should go to jail.
I just don't personally
That
think the
nigga-
word fair is
You
used
don't think that
to
nigga should go to
describe
jail?
a woman who
She-
is
You don't
not
think-
wanting
no,
to
Kristen.
have this stain.
Kristen.
You're saying you're okay with a nigga not going to jail because a girl who didn't send him to jail wanted to be an actress, not because of the nigga that she sent to jail.
She had to do that
Wait,
for.
what?
Are you saying you're okay with this girl? You're saying she didn't want to publicly say that this nigga put hands on her, right? Or abuse her in some way because she was worried about it affecting her acting career.
Yes.
That's wild to me.
But that's the reality. That's a choice that you have to make in this life as a woman in this industry. Is that if
Not
a
as
man,
just a woman, anyone.
okay, as anyone, okay, I'm sure, yes, as anyone who is being physically assaulted by someone.
So then the industry's fucked up. The industry's fucked up then.
Yes,
The industry's fucked up.
100%. But just
The industry's
like,
fucked up.
just know that
I
that's,
don't think that.
it's not like, this isn't like, this doesn't make her a bad person. This is just the
No,
reality.
I-
Like,
no one's saying that.
she has to just choose this.
If she has to, and
Because
It's a decision, right? It's a decision. She didn't want her acting career to be ruined because I get it, dude. Like, you wouldn't want your image to be dampened by like something like that because like you don't want that to be the first thing that people think about when they hear your name.
And
That's
you know what?
fair as fuck.
Yeah.
But I'm saying
I don't think fair is the word, but because it's not fair that you got
he's
assaulted.
saying he's understanding of what she's saying.
No, like it's a
why she made
fair
that decision.
argument. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
understanding
it's not a fair situation. But I'm saying like, you know what like she made that decision, but it's also not fair that she made that decision and the person that abused her is walking free. For
Yes.
justice, that is not okay.
And to be really honest, like this specific incident, like I literally went to talked to a fucking a reporter for the LA Times, and like the FBI got involved in this person that had abused my friend, had abused like 10 women that I knew, and like they had
fucking jail.
or like 5 women that I knew, and then they had contacted
Did
like
none of the
13
women
different
coming
women.
out? None of the women
but that's
that
the
came out
thing.
riot?
None of the women went to the police. Only like 2 people out of like the 13 people that the reporter had come to him because
That's
I put on
fucked
Facebook
Women,
in a women's
please.
Facebook group.
Women,
That's-
please stop.
But
Honestly,
you know what?
that's a beautiful thing though. That's a beautiful thing that there's a Facebook group, despite everything, despite people not wanting to speak up, that you can unite. Even in the small situations, even in a Facebook group, you can say, "Hey,
Yeah, facts.
me too."
I hope
That's
in
a beautiful
2021
thing. Like,
I hope in 2021
yo.
women can come out and expose their abusers.
Dude, fuck that. Hell yeah.
So during all of this, I had to come to my friend and I was like, hey, like, you know, I totally understand like wherever you're at, like if you want to say something or if you don't, but like I do encourage you to, like I love you, but I know where you're at. And I had been like abused like 4 years prior, and I had never said anything to the police. And so
Why? So you've been.
but no,
why
so
did
it
you not?
inspired me, and I did go to the police and I did report it because I
but
figured.
talk to the moment, because that's what I'm saying. I don't think I've ever talked to any female. Why originally when it happened were you not like inclined to tell not even the law, but just like destroy this nigga? Because hurt you. Let's hurt this nigga. Why would you?
Because my brain processed the information and I ran away from it. I was like, this didn't happen to me. This is not. No.
And that definitely has to do with like just your that level, because like maybe it's a male thing, but if anyone hurts me, I'm coming at their neck. And
that's how I feel, how I would have imagined that I would have responded, but
You can never be sure, bro.
I want to destroy this nigga, Kristen. Like, I want to fucking murk this nigga.
because that's the thing. Like, I'm definitely like, I see myself as a fighter, and
100%.
in that moment, I
feel like you would destroy.
But that's like what I did is I went into like overcome this. So I was like, that didn't fucking happen to me. Like, no, like we're good. Like, no.
Nah, we love you, Kristen. Here at the
Facts. Big facts.
We
man.
love you. Nah.
End of the day podcast.
Like, I literally want to destroy this nigga, and like, I would never judge anyone who was not able to do it in the moment, because I understand, like you said, there's those 3 type of emotions you have when you're dealt with some shit like that.
It's just crazy because I would have like literally. I remember in that moment my friend telling me about her being abused, and I'm like, bitch, like I was like, what? Like, because I in this moment I had no awareness that, because this is something I had pushed down so far down that I just had totally forgot that it even happened, or like never even registered mentally.
You literally let it, like, because to deal with it, that's the only way you could have dealt with it.
Yeah, like exactly. Like my brain was like, anytime those neurotransmitters are trying to get near it, there was like,
it doesn't exist. It
literally, my amygdala took over and just shut it all down.
So when like we see now, like a personal experience, like put yourself in a celebrity shoes. They're celebrities, but they're still people.
Yeah.
Like,
so it's hard to like especially go against a man as a woman. Like
imagine all you have is tweets and word of mouth, and these headline articles are being created about shit. No one knows the truth except the people that were actually there, and some people don't want to speak up, bro. And that's the reality, is that like it's really hard to know the truth if you weren't there, because anything can be skewed. It's fucked.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Women, please, if you are abused, and not anyone, if you are abused in this day and age in 2021, you have support. There is way too many people out there ready to support you.
Yo, EOD,
stand up. Yes,
we'll support that shit.
We will support you. Stand up.
EOD podcast at Gmail.
There's way too many people out there. Let it be known that someone is abusing you. You do not have to fucking be idle and take any type of abusement. There is support out there. And at the end of the day, you don't even have to go to the cops. That's what I'm saying. You can just go to the block and niggas will fuck these nigga up.
Yo, go to Twitter.
Facts, dude. Twitter, dog.
Twitter is crazy.
I see people go with Twitter with just a photo of a nigga and this nigga get exposed. So please, people, do not be quiet anymore. Do not ever take abuse. You do not have to sit idle with anything. Anything. I'm just gonna continue to promote that.
We just gotta push for
people to be aware of
facts.
you. You deserve better if you're getting treated like shit, dude. And at the end of the day, that's all I'm ever gonna say. Like, cause I can't argue with how someone reacts to pain, or like
every experience is different. You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, everyone deserves better if you put out great energy.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? If you're a shitty person, then I can't.
Then eat shit.
I can't help.
If you're a shitty person, eat shit and die.
Yeah. So Safari is bleaching his skin. What the fuck? He's on the list. There's mad people who bleaching their skin, so I'm not even lying. I heard Serena's bleaching her skin too. Is
Serena?
Yeah, Serena. I see. Chris has seen a photo too. You've seen that?
No,
photo.
I have not seen.
There's a photo of Serena. I can't pronounce. I don't know. People bleaching their skin is fucking crazy to me.
To me, it's all the same concept of like something inside of you hates a part of you, and you want to change it by either like a chemical reaction or a physical change.
It's like eating abuse almost. Huh? You know, like anorexia, where people want to be skinny, like same kind of deal, where you just want something different for your body.
You like hate yourself so much that how you look, so you starve until you look the way you do, or you hate yourself so much you bleach your skin, or you hate so much you get a BBL.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we compare this to plastic surgery? But 100%.
But I mean, that's again perspective. Like, to me, as a highly melanated person, I would hate to see a highly melanated person reduce their melanin just to meet the gaze of like America, like the European cis male.
He tweeted though that he was trying to get this white money. So like,
is that a joke? Is he joking?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But it just sounded like he was just trying to live like a white person with the high melanin in the skin. So
like, as almost as a joke.
I don't know. I can't tell. Even with the post, I don't know if he's really trying to bleach his skin. Like, there's no way.
I mean,
this is what I'm saying about media, bro. We don't know.
This nigga's not really trying to bleach his skin because it's such a bad look for black people. This nigga's like Jamaican.
You're definitely losing.
You're definitely
fucking
losing.
Black China went to Africa to sell skin bleaching products.
Yeah, that's dark.
She's trash for that.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, that's super dark. Low key.
Yikes. What is this Britney Spears shit?
So today,
Britney Spears news?
Yeah, so she went to
Shout
court
out Britney
today.
Spears.
Yeah, shout out to
do we
Britney
need to
Spears.
smoke? Do we need to?
Yeah.
Yo, for this, can we smoke here? Let's do it.
That.
Yeah, hold on. Keep talking. I'm gonna restart the
So-
Yeah.
Okay, so Britney Spears she testified today against her conservatorship, and she just pretty much told the judge, like, look, like, I'm not here to be a fucking slave to anybody. Like, I'm tired of the way that my family like controls every single aspect of my life, including
She went to court for this?
Yes,
Finally,
and she's
God
again,
damn.
like you said, like. And I get it, like, you know, ultimately that is my overall feeling for anyone who is suffering or experiencing this, is just go seek help if you can. Like, please, for the future of yourself, like, just do it.
I will say, I'm not gonna lie. I don't follow her, but I go to Britney Spears' Instagram very often.
Yeah.
She doesn't seem, I don't want to say normal.
She's not normal. She's not okay.
I don't. That's the thing. I hate the word normal because humans are fucking snowflakes.
She's in
are
trauma mode.
Humans are snowflakes. Everyone is different. T is different from you, who's different from me. Like, so you can't say there's no normal.
I personally don't think she's operating at her natural level.
There's no way you could have no, here's the thing. No, Kristen, there's no way you can have the career of Britney Spears and be operating at what you would think is a normal level.
And I feel that. But hold on. So
that's my thinking.
I listened
you look
to
at any celebrity. Look at fucking Jeff Goldblum right now. This nigga's not normal.
Okay, but this is the thing. She said how she was saying all of these things that her dad has like pretty much seemed to enjoy the control that he has over her.
Why wouldn't he? This nigga.
And so
why wouldn't he? This nigga.
She can't drive in a car.
Oh, the conservative.
She can't drive in a car with her boyfriend. She can't. She literally has to ask for everything. She can't have her IUD out unless they say so. Which is like, what the fuck? Like,
so
let her have autonomy
kids?
over at least her own body. Yeah, she has IUD. Yeah, exactly. And she's just,
for people who don't know what IUD is, birth control.
Yes, and she said that that they fuck.
T-Will. What
oh,
else?
they said that they put her on.
bad.
So the dad refuses to allow her like home health care. So like have a therapist come to her. So she has to go out and see a therapist and then risk seeing like the paparazzi, and also saying how damn it, just faded.
Hold on. So
and so how they put her on lithium and she felt drunk all the time and she was like really miserable.
Lithium,
But
isn't that what they make batteries with?
that's what they give to like people with
What
like
the fuck?
schizophrenia and shit.
Holy shit. Dude,
Yeah.
that's crazy because like these drugs are administered by doctors.
Yeah.
Like the fact that
But doctors who are controlled, I think she is in a situation of like a Munchausen by proxy situation. Like,
Yo,
and
you're-
it's
hold on,
like,
what do you mean?
you're
What do you mean?
getting
Explain.
fed
No. Like, I need
double A
Kristen to-
batteries, bro.
I need
Exactly.
I need Kristen to explain more. What do you mean?
So Munchausen by proxy syndrome is when you have a child. I don't know if it's specifically a child or if you're just a caregiver, but ultimately you just like get off on, I don't know if it's get off or you just have to. You have this like sickness in your mind where your child has to be sick in order for them to get attention and like sympathy, and you get something from that, and then so you're constantly making them sick. So I feel like her dad is like constantly making her a problem so that he can like get off on like all the attention or something.
Hold on. So you think
I think he's eating off the wealth.
You think he's constantly making her look like she's
Crazy.
fucked up or sick
Yeah.
or whatever to continue to have the control over her?
Yes.
I agree with you in that sense, but I think the way she portrays herself is aiding and abetting it. It's letting him continue to have control. I think if
But
I'm
what if
her,
you-
if- no,
hold on.
I think here's the thing. Let me finish. I think if I'm her father, I show a judge her Instagram, and her Instagram, I look at her Instagram if I'm a judge, and I'm like, yo, she's definitely crazy. Like, you need to take care of her.
Okay, but
That's my thing. I think she's giving him ammo.
Okay. So,
She
but the
needs to
reality
stop
that you
posting.
need to also realize is that all of the things she has up against her, she's famous at like 13 years old.
Yeah, but that's
Okay.
whatever. That's whatever.
Okay.
That's
Whatever traumas she's experienced, we don't know.
No, okay.
But so that's the thing. Especially if you have someone that has like such tight control over you, like that's what happens when people get abducted by someone and then they become, what's the word for it?
Dependent?
No, you become
Brainwashed?
Yes, it's like a version of, it's a specific name that they have for people that become brainwashed by their capturer. So you just
So do you
ingrain in them.
think she's still acting how he wants her to act?
I think she was, and then so in this deposition she said that she said, I said at the last one that I was happy, and honestly I lied. She's like, that was a lie. I'm not happy. I was not happy. I have not been happy. I'm actually very miserable.
When she said at the last deposition she was happy, it was in response to how she's living.
Yes, the last time they had
so that's why they kept the way
yes,
she.
The last time they went to court, she just was like playing, okay, we're all happy, yeah.
I'm happy. I want to keep living with him controlling my life.
She's saying that she can't change anything, whether it's like the home decor, anything. Like she has like all these millions of dollars and has no access to any of it. So it's like.
So now she's saying like, yo, let me have access to the money.
Yes, she fucking posted. This was when I knew something was really fucked up. She was like, my biggest dream is to have a closet full of designer clothes. First of all, you're Britney fucking Spears. You're my teen idol. Why do you not have a closet full of designer items? Oh, because your fucking dad holds all your money tight.
Yeah, it's
pretty. No, that aspect is weird. But what you're telling me, if she like, damn, she
look at her, bro. Look at her.
Happy.
Look at her situation, right? Because she was a child, and I'm sure her dad has been controlling this situation for a long time in different ways. But you look at it, and it's like, in that situation, she's being abused, and it's hard to speak up against your own family and be like, yo, my dad's a criminal. He's robbing me.
I mean,
and abusing me.
My issue with the whole situation, and I know she was fucking being. It sounds like she's being controlled. Is that at the last deposition, she said, "Hey, I'm happy. I don't mind how my life is," and she might have been being controlled, but she gave them ammunition, and then.
But you know what? And honestly, that's probably just your privilege as a strong individual.
As far as thinking like that?
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm thinking like how the courts and the judges and those, because that's how it'll get brought to the court. The way they bring it to court is like, listen, just however long ago that was, she said she was happy. And then you look at her Instagram right now, she doesn't necessarily look like the most, you look at her Instagram, it does look like something's kind of off with Britney.
Yeah,
she doesn't post like a normal.
But so
you look at Christina.
Wait.
Look at Christina Aguilera's Instagram and then look at hers, and you'd be like, "Yo."
But look at Christina Aguilera's face. At least Britney Spears has a real face.
Wow, you are not lying. But what is socially more acceptable, plastic surgery or insanity?
And that's the reality, is that we all fucking just judge everything and we decide what we think is better. But like, why is her mental illness that she had to go and hate her face so much? Because that's the thing. I honestly don't even care how I sound at this point, like about plastic surgery.
Shots fired,
because
my nigga.
I personally
EOD podcast right now.
Like anytime I've ever thought about getting plastic surgery is because I fucking hate a part of myself.
1000%.
So it's not like this isn't like this some like, oh, I could never imagine.
Christina Aguilera looks wild.
And she was so fucking beautiful. And that's the thing, like something happens where you just like, it's body dysmorphic disorder.
The industry and culture.
And like you have to understand that's your brain.
Dealing with, I think we'll see. Here's the thing that I wonder, because here's the thing that I wonder a lot. With a lot of like women who sell themselves sexually, OnlyFans girls and stuff like that. You're talking about young women who already got plastic surgery.
Yeah. 18 years old, it's very normal.
Chris, these women will have to deal with the next new women when these women turn 28, almost 30, right? And they already got the plastic surgery what else can you get? They already got the ass, they already got the Brazilian butt lifts, they already got the breast implants, they already got the Botox. What else can you get? And you got it at 18.
Yo, can we just take a look at this before and after real quick? Wait.
What before and after of what?
Christina Aguilera, can you see that?
Yeah, bro.
I mean, maybe it's just filler. Maybe it's not as dramatic as I'm making her specific experience out to seem. But regardless, the concept remains.
Filler. Because what else? All right. So with plastic surgery in the face,
That could be just like her facial expression too.
And makeup. Her nose doesn't seem to be done. Oh, wait. Okay, pause. So related. So the Kardashians, they recently had their like anniversary specials or whatever.
oh yes, I heard about it. I didn't see it.
Okay, so Khloe Kardashian goes on there and she's like, "Yeah, I've done my nose. I've done Botox."
Chloe says this.
Yes, she says I've
Chloe
done
is
Botox, but I don't really.
That's Travis's girl.
No, Chloe is the one that they used to always make fun of. She's
She's
the
Lamar.
one. She looks a little different.
Odom.
She's like blonde.
She's Tristan Thompson's.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Tristan Thompson's.
That's a lot of plastic surgery.
Who? Oh,
That's still.
See, her nose looks different.
All right, hold on. So
anyway, so she goes on to say
this
the question.
is Chloe, which is Tristan Thompson's baby mama.
So the question was, do you feel like you contribute to unrealistic beauty standards for young people? And
Before you talk about this, how do you feel like they answer that question for them? How do you feel like? Do you feel like the Kardashians have contributed to that?
I feel like they are maybe 50% responsible as a family.
Damn.
For the whole of it.
Because I cannot blame them for the idea.
The only reason I disagree with it is because I think it's more than 50%.
So this is the thing. I'm gonna come. The idea is 100% right, and so they are inspired by the idea, and they are the visual representation at the top of the pyramid.
1 billion.
So they are the idea, and then there's the Kardashians.
1 billion.
So they are 50. To me, they are 50% responsible.
I think more like 70, almost 80.
I mean, I would. Yeah. I mean, honestly.
Fucking Kardashian.
We seen a girl. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but there was a girl at the BBL. She had a faja on. Like I seen her. I was like,
faja?
It's like a fat suit. Yeah. It like sucks you in and like holds your fat.
Yo, that's my first time ever hearing of faja.
That's me too. I'm not gonna lie.
Like a what do they call it? It's like a
onesie.
God, it's like tight. Kim Kardashian has a whole line, Skims. Like she sells fajas, but she doesn't call them that.
I wonder who made the term faja.
I mean, it's Spanish.
Sounds like Baja.
Hold on. Faja means does it? What
anyways,
does it mean? Does it mean fat suit?
And to me, wait.
How do you spell that?
Can I just tell you like a side note from the term fat suit? So me and my girl Brooke, shout out to Brooke, love you boo. This was literally one of the craziest nights of my life. I should have went to prison, but I didn't. What? So anyways.
Oh shit.
So anyways, me and Brooke, we're in Bowling Green, Ohio, and it's like this really cute college town, and Brooke has on a dress and she has on a fat suit. It's like I just can't think, it's like a compression. What is the freaking word for it? Anyways.
A compression suit?
It's like it holds you in. Like a faja. I can't think of it. Kind of, but like just
hold on.
A girdle. A girdle. That's the word. Okay. So she has on like a girdle.
That's the worst word ever.
It's so ugly.
Why? In what way? Because
it just sounds.
It just sounds like.
It sounds like the fucking breakfast sandwich from McDonald's, right?
McGirdle. So she's got on a girdle. Okay, she's all squeezed in. She's like she's tight. And she has to pee. So we're at this gas station. So she like goes piss over by these cars. And here comes the cops on foot.
Why? Because she was pissing?
Yeah. And so I have her ID and my ID in my little coach wallet.
Allegedly.
And so, allegedly. And so the police roll up and they're like, hey, like, what's up? Like, let me see your ID. Brooke takes her elbows the fuck out of me. It's so obvious. Like, it's not hiding from the police at all. She's like shows me like no, like with her hands. She's like no, like no. And I'm like, okay, I don't have her ID. I just have mine. And the cop like looks at us, and Brooke looks at the cop. She goes, look, I'm on probation. And so the cops look at us. They're like, you guys have a good night. And they fucking let us go. And then later that night, I was driving my friend's car home drunk.
So they just let that's nice.
Hold on.
No,
what was a race? That sounds like some white privilege shit.
And we're
Who
girls.
was black. Was there anyone like?
No, we were.
Was there anyone dark skinned in that?
There was only someone that's 50% Mexican in the whole situation.
That sounds like there was no black people there. That sounds like some like non-black privilege. Like
no, this is literally the craziest shit ever. Okay, so then I drive home drunk. And I'm like texting somebody, and my friend Brooke is like, allegedly, this is just a made up story. And so then Brooke is like, Kristen, maybe you shouldn't text and drive. Like, come on. And I was like, what's going to happen? I'm like, what's going to happen? I throw my arms up, look at her. And then we go in the ditch, like super fucking slow-mo. Like, I remember the shit. It was like, and then we're in the ditch, and she's so pissed, and she's cussing me out. And she gets out of the car. And she, wait. But before she gets out of the car, this is literally one of the weirdest stories of my life. This van rolls up, and it's like one of those rapey vans. So the door opens.
One of those rapey vans. Can
Well,
you
that
describe
means
the rapey van?
That means that is a van with like dark windows.
No
like,
windows in the back, just like two front
white
windows. It's all white.
With a sliding door?
Sliding
All right. So a rapey van pulls up, and we have the dome light on in her little Honda Civic. It's a little black Honda Civic, and we're in a deep ass ditch, like 10 feet deep, like crazy. Like there's no getting out of it. And I look over in the sky, and we're like right at in a ditch that meets a driveway. So the people pull up in the driveway, and they have on like 3-piece suits, like for a bow tie event, like black and white. And then on top of it, they had hazmat suits. And they opened the door, and they were like, hey, do you guys need some help? We're like, can you get us out of the ditch? And they were like, look around. They're like, no. And we're like, okay. And then they left. And I always talk to my friend about that. Like, we just have to like check in just to make sure it's the same story we remember. No. Anyways, homegirl gets out of the car. She's walking down the street. All of a sudden, whoop, whoop. Here comes the fucking highway patrol. And so we're walking. We're not in the car. And he's like, pulls us over. He's like, what's going on, ladies? And I'm like, Brooke, just chill. Because she was so fucking bad. And the cop just looks at me, and he's like, what happened? And I was like, And I just started crying. And I'm like,
this shit would not work with us.
Yeah,
no.
In the driver's seat, I just start crying. Like,
privilege right
wait
now.
for this.
Facts.
So I was like, we were drunk, and we met this girl, and I was like, and she knew we were too drunk to drive, so she offered to drive us. I was like, yeah. And then all of a sudden, and her friend was following us home, and then there was a deer, and she swerved to miss the deer, and she ended up in the ditch, and she got in the car with her friend, and she left us. And I started crying. I'm like, I don't even know her name, and like crying. And I was like, and he's like, do you have somebody that we can contact to get your car out of here? And I was like, call my mom. I called my mom like 400 times. She finally answers. I'm like, I need your help. And so she came. And I was like, it was so crazy. It was so, I can't believe in the acting, like honestly, like that was the moment that I knew I could move to LA, because I was like, well, I'll just become an actor. Because I'm not a liar. Like I genuinely, like I used to lie when I was really young. I used to lie all the time. And then I got caught up, and then I was like, oh God, like lies you can't just lie. Like, it's like the realization. So I've never lie. And all of a sudden I was just like telling a lie, and I was like, this is a pretty good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. You started enjoying that shit.
Yeah, I was like, wow, I'm good. I
fun as fuck.
I write a movie.
All right, we've been recording for that long, so I'm gonna run through these topics because we need to talk about them, and you guys let me know how you feel about them. All right, the new Kevin Hart movie.
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm gonna tell you, you seen it, Fatherhood on Netflix,
I have not
right?
seen it.
That movie is not funny at all. I watched it. I cried. I literally cried through the whole movie. I thought it was. I saw the trailer.
It's sad as fuck.
Do not watch that movie if you. I literally watched a trailer, on YouTube like a week ago. It was like, oh shit, Kevin Hart got a new movie coming out on Netflix. Couldn't wait.
For sure.
That shit came out on Friday. I watched that shit. I was crying. I thought I was waiting for it to get to the funny, nigga. It like has 3 jokes in the entire movie, nigga. Shout out to Kevin because he acted his ass off in that shit. The acting in that movie is top tier. I'm not gonna lie. Nigga, I cried like 3 times in that fucking movie, dog. Do not watch that movie. This shit is way too intense.
Wait, what is it called?
It's called Fatherhood.
I watched
I'm ready.
I watched the interview between him and Will Smith.
Please do not.
The red table talk.
I did not.
Oh, he showed up an hour and a half late.
I just watched.
Pulled up. That show was bad.
When you had sent me that, I hadn't even watched it. I had ended up finishing watching the movie by the time you had sent me that shit. And I was like, there's no way I'm watching that shit. Because I knew that interview was probably mad deep, nigga. Nah, there's no way. Fuck it, dog. That movie is crazy deep. It's mad real. It's fucking Kevin Hart acted his ass off. For what I know Kevin Hart for, this nigga makes me laugh. It was the worst movie Kevin Hart has ever been in my opinion.
I'm gonna still have to see it.
At the same time, it is the greatest movie he's ever been in because he acted
so well.
Bro, like, I'm sorry, Kevin. You should never do a movie like that ever fucking again in your life, bro.
Just because it wasn't like
that
Kevin
shit
being
made
funny.
me cry like 15 minutes in the movie, Kristen, my eyes were fucking full of tears, nigga. 15 minutes into the fucking
And you don't really cry ever, do you?
Nah, dude, this movie hit me mad deep. I was like, God damn.
We might have to watch it.
No, do not watch this movie.
We're gonna have to watch it.
Do not watch this movie. do not, please, do not. Nah.
This is this is the best advertisement ever. Do not watch the movie. People love to do
Everyone's
that.
gonna watch the movie.
No, that movie fucked me up, yo. That movie fucked me up. Space Jam 2. Are you guys excited for it? I'm excited for it.
Hell yeah.
I mean, the soundtrack's fire.
Here's the thing.
That's all I know.
Here's the thing that I don't know if you guys have done, but the only thing that I want to compare to Space Jam 1 is LeBron James acting to Michael Jordan's acting. Now, the last time prior to me watching Space Jam 1, I was a kid. I thought Michael Jordan killed that shit. Watching it as an adult, I probably felt the same way you guys thought about Saw. Like, Michael Jordan's
acting's not that great.
Nah, Michael Jordan's acting was not fucking good. So
But I feel like that's even different because it has a level of, like, I don't want to say Disney, but like Disney where it's just like magical.
That means that you guys, before you watch the LeBron James Space Jam, you need to watch Michael Jordan Space Jam.
All right, we'll watch it.
Because the acting, Michael Jordan, he was a baller, but this nigga could not act for shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. All the scenes, you're like, all right, bro, you're not really very believable at all. You don't even feel like you're talking to cartoons, nigga. Nigga, you were talking to Tasmanian the Devil, nigga. Are you serious? You're talking to Bugs Bunny, nigga, right now. You were playing in a basketball game with Bugs Bunny and fucking a bunch of alien monsters. And the way you were doing it is just not believable at all to me. I'm sorry. It just doesn't.
We're going to see a huge resurgence of like
I just remember when he gets sucked into the hole at the fucking golf course.
I'm so excited.
We have to watch that again.
So
I used to watch it all the time.
So that's literally the only thing I'm comparing when I see Space Jam 2 is Michael Jordan's acting compared to LeBron James acting.
Do you think there's going to be any product endorsement like there was?
Dude, I think there's going to be way too much product endorsement in this movie. But it's going to be, what I think it's going to be is very subliminal. You're not going to notice any of the product endorsement.
We're going to see beats.
Yeah, for sure. All right, next thing. New Captain America is a gay guy. He's gay.
We love it for Pride.
Marvel has made the new Captain America gay. I think they're trolling Loki. I think this is a troll. Like, there's no way. They're just doing it for clicks.
Did they release it during Pride Month?
Yeah, but like,
if they did it any other month, I would be like,
that was a troll. That's kind of fucked up.
Not as a troll, but as like pandering.
Yes, that's what I guess more mean. It's
so
like
you think they're just gonna post this and it's never gonna actually happen?
No, they'll do it, but they're just doing it to appease.
Comics, there's a cover art, like everything I showed y'all. There's more to it, dude.
So in the next universe, in the movies, do you think he's gonna be gay?
I'm surprised America hasn't made more noise about this, but I'm thinking the way they respond to it is actually not make noise about it. They don't give it any energy. and it just kind of just isn't, because they're not like, yo, the new Captain America shouldn't be, which I don't give a fuck about. Like, yo, if a gay dude is representing us and he just happens to be
a gay dude represents America very well.
Yo, low key,
Facts.
it kind of does.
Facts.
Yo, that's literally what it's saying. Is that low key the nigga who was representing us? He might be a little, even if he wasn't full on, this nigga might be a little gay, low key. Low key, this my nigga might be down for all of it.
Freedom. Right? That's what America...
I mean, look at his fit. He got the fucking bandana mad tight around his neck. It's not even the bandana that got like the like pattern on it. It's just like a solid color, and it's just like,
I'm interested to see if they're gonna do it in the movies, because
at least the new one in the movies is supposed to be.
Did you see that
the Black
X-Men's?
Falcon is the Black Falcon, whatever, or Black Hawk, whatever the homie is. It's disrespectful. But what is homie who's you guys watch it on Disney Plus? You guys got Disney Plus. You watch Cold Soldier and the...
We haven't
seen it.
You know what I'm talking about?
He's supposed to be gay?
No,
Black Falcon?
No, he's supposed to be the new Captain America.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that already a thing?
With the new Black Falcon and then Captain and Cold Soldier?
Yeah. He's been Captain America.
But they did it on the show. Black Falcon and Cold Soldier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's when he became, because at the end of Infinity War, Endgame, remember, he gave him the shield. He gave Black Falcon a shield. Or whatever.
And then the show happened.
On Disney Plus. I watched that shit. Low key, I think that show's bullshit. That show's trash to me personally.
Really?
Yeah. You look at you don't even know too much about it. You ain't even watch it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, we don't
exactly.
really watch Disney Plus. I
Yeah.
pay for that shit and we don't even watch it.
Yo.
I'm about to cancel that shit and get EA Plus. Dude, the homie at the coffee shop put me on to EA Plus.
What's EA Plus?
$5 a month and you can play any EA game
On your TV?
Mind you,
You need Xbox.
they have
You
Skate
need
3.
Xbox.
They have Skate 3.
Skate 3 is fire.
Battlefield 4.
Battlefield 4 is fire.
Whoo, dude, the new Battlefield looks great, by the way. I don't know if we went into that last week with EA.
All right.
Or E3.
Last thing we want to talk about before we end this podcast tonight, that motherfucker who's been eating the fucking...
he ate the cheeseburger on the roller coaster?
He's been eating mad sandwiches on roller coasters. Please don't die, sir.
Yo, he ate a pizza on a roller coaster
before the ride ended. Nigga, please don't die. I feel like you're gonna choke on something.
That's a wild Instagram account.
At the same time, could you imagine sitting behind this nigga and the food's just that he's not eating?
He just like drops some mayonnaise and it fucking goes in your retina and you're blind.
While you're enjoying the roller
There's
coaster.
for sure some pepperoni or condiments flying off in
Like
someone's
Jesus.
eyes.
Whoa.
Or like what if he drops a hamburger and like it like
For
slaps
real?
someone in their
Yo,
face?
I admire his effort because he's literally holding
Yeah, A
the
for
phone.
effort.
He's
If
holding
you
the
haven't
phone
seen
and
people-
eating.
Also
on a
A for
roller coaster.
unique
If you haven't seen
content.
people, there is a guy right now taking roller coasters on America and trying to finish American food as well. Like he's trying to eat it before the roller coaster. And the thing about roller coasters are they're about a minute, if that. Most roller coasters are super short. They're like really short, like a minute and some change, if that. And he's able to finish a hamburger or I think one of them he ate like a whole burrito type shit on
Dude,
there.
wait, yeah.
What was it? Or it wasn't a burrito, it was like a taquito or some shit. I can't remember what it was.
I'm pulling it up right now. Where is it? Oh,
Keep
here
talking.
we go. So he did a pizza challenge. Wait, what's this one right here? Cheeseburger and... Oh, I have the audio. Is it playing? No, it's not playing.
But I mean, in the end of the
Dude,
day,
just look at bro. He's literally...
nah, I give him props. The
spiky hair is...
That's the craziest thing about it. People, if you watch this video right now, the hair that he dons,
It's iconic.
it's literally from 20 years ago. Like the hair, he's wearing the hair from the POD era. Like he's wearing the hair from the Limp Bizkit era. He's wearing the hair from the fucking Linkin Park era. Like this nigga is ridiculous, bro. He's crazy. And
I feel like I know him.
that's what dude. Yo,
It's hella relatable.
I felt like I knew this nigga. Please, if you find his videos, shout out to homie. If you find his episode of the podcast, shout out to you, my dude. Like, I fuck with the energy for real. But yeah. What else you guys got? You guys got anything else? I'm done for the fucking night.
Hey man, I just wanted to play this little snippet, you know what I'm saying?
Of what? What are you playing this
This is my boy Rep, you know.
RepXL.
Little unreleased joint.
Let's hear it, dog.
We're about to be in the studio this Friday for 6 hours, so we'll see what we cook up.
We're gonna lock in.
But yeah, definitely locking in. This is Black Magic by RepXL.
Let's hear it.
Unreleased, baby.
TTT will exclusive.
Hey.
Stop playing, I really might slide. Heard she got that water, I'ma take a dive, yeah. They like how this nigga winning every time. I told him shut the fuck up, go and get in line, yeah. Know some niggas then went left, I took it right. Girl, be careful with that perky in my bite, yeah. Real nigga when you looking in my eyes. If I catch you talking down, don't be surprised, yeah. I been down, turning niggas so cold. Y'all gon' make me get back to my old ways. I put BBs in my neck, no stone. With two bitches and they really going both ways. Maybe back when I ain't had no home. This ain't that nigga way back with the low fight. What I do with all this hard, no chrome. Flexing on them pussy niggas, all they know fight. Bitch, I'm too high, ain't really with that extra. I'm off a Zaza, off a cookie, off a pressure. My nigga fit bricks in the duffel like it's Tetris. These Balenciaga steppers, not no sketches. I go and do this shit with these, I lead a F.
Hey, I'll end it with that, baby.
Yo, shout out to the whole fucking gang. Shout out to Rep.
Shout out to gang. Shout out to Rep.
Thanks for coming through. If you're new, I hope you enjoyed it. If you've been here before, I love you. Thanks for coming again. It's your boy Sin Supreme. Gang.
Sin exclusive.
Sorry, your boy T.
TTT will exclusive.
And me, your favorite, Kristen Elizabeth.
The Queen. We'll see you motherfuckers next week. Peace.
Later, y'all.
End of the Day Podcast.